Welcome back, everybody, to the Tradewaiters podcast for the very last time
ever. Very last time ever. We're having our own crisis right now.
The comic book club where we read a different trade paperback every single week. I'm Daniel. You're Nathan. We're brothers. We read comics.
Sometimes really big comics.
Yeah.
Every once in a while. Every 100.
The biggest comics.
Yeah.
This is our 198th comic.
Yeah, you're right.
Because we
did the one-shot episode.
Oh, well, that still counts as comics. You know?
Oh, okay. Well, we did Jeopardy.
We did Jeopardy, and then we had like a Chip interview for a whole episode.
Oh, yeah, that's true. That's true.
Freaking Chip.
God damn it.
He owes us 2 books.
He threw us off.
But
he's given us many books, to be clear.
Welcome to our 200th episode. If you've been listening from day one, you are a real one.
And what's wrong with you? This is also Tradewaiters Raw and Uncut.
Yeah,
because
I'm not editing this bitch.
This is going to be too long, probably. It's already too long, and we're only a minute in.
I apologize for all of Nathan's and I have some ums.
I go through so many ums.
But
who do you think will have more ums? Vote on your phones now.
Yeah, over on ums, I think Nathan will have like 1,000.
You think so? Wow, I gotta stop.
No, I'm just kidding. It's not that bad, but there's one.
Nice.
You know what?
You're already leading.
Before we get down to business, we have other business to attend to. Dinger called us out, but in like a good way. He's keeping us honest because we forgot about our Tradewaiters Stan Sakai Best Letter Award.
Oh wait, we did?
Yeah, because remember last awards we couldn't just keep giving it to Stan Sakai, so we just call it the Stan Sakai Lettering Award.
Oh, okay, yeah. That's funny.
And he suggested Russ Wooten. How do you feel about that?
He does good stuff.
Yep.
What is he on right now?
Firepower.
Okay, great. He gets it.
All right. Congratulations, Russ
Is
Wooten.
he on other Kirkman stuff? He's normally on Kirkman stuff, right?
I feel like he's on like all of it. I don't know what other Kirkman stuff's
Void
going on
Rivals?
right now. Oh, he might be on Void Rivals. Yeah.
Okay.
So
I think he might. No, I think mainly Void Rivals. But yeah, Russ Wooten, congratulations.
all right. Thanks, Dinger.
Yeah. Way to keep us honest.
Yeah. So what did we read this week, Nathan?
Daniel, we read 52.
We sure did.
52 issues of 52 from DC. Written by all of your favorite.
Sir.
Oh my God. You have the. Wait, is that all of it?
This is all of it, dude.
Dude, what a nut crusher.
This is the Omnibus.
The 52 Omnibus. That is ginormous.
Yeah, dude. This is
That's like 1,000 pages. Like
1,200.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I'm trying to make a thumbnail right now.
Dude, it's so big.
Do you want to make a thumbnail with it?
Yeah. Oh my God. This is like 10 pounds.
Yeah, I know. All right, let's see how you look. Cut up. I'll probably cut out this part because it's at the beginning. All right.
Is that good?
Good stuff. All right, get back.
Oh my God, dude.
You're going to pull something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, what's under the dust cover?
It's just black and it says 52.
Okay, they knew what they were doing.
Yeah,
Daniel, it's written by all your favorite white men in comics. Jeff Johns, Grant Morrison, Greg Rucka, Mark Waid, Keith Giffen.
Yes, sir. The
Titans.
Like the Avengers.
Yeah, the Justice League at this time of guys writing comics.
This is like America's basketball team, in the Olympics.
Yeah,
the USA team.
Yeah, they came together when we needed them most.
What'd you think about this?
This was like interesting because it just felt like a TV show.
Yeah, it's like an episodic.
It felt like I was watching like a DC soap opera, and it kind of like there are like so many plots that are happening as well, and sometimes like they try and hit all of them every issue.
But normally it's like
it'll be
3.
like a page, and it'll be like some random character like Booster being like, oh, I gotta go to like Gotham for something, and then like it'll just like move on to the next plot.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, but it's kind of cool. I didn't really know what we were like leading up to for like most of it.
Yeah,
but I was kind of just having fun, like seeing what random superheroes are just going to be in here and seeing like what they build up to. So I had a good time reading this. It was kind of fun.
I need to see a chiropractor after reading this shit,
dude. Yeah, for
it's just
real.
Like
it's so much like leading
for
down.
for like 100 hours probably.
Yeah. I had to like read at my actual desk so that it would be like up and not just like looking down on my lap.
I had to put like 2 pillows like on my dick and then put this thing on it
for armor.
Yeah. So I thought it had like relatively good pacing, you know, because they have like so many storylines in each issue, and then they're only like 20 page issues, you know, so that kind of helps with like the momentum that it's like consistent like that.
Yeah, I feel like if it was 24, it would feel a lot slower for some reason. Even though 4 pages isn't that long to read, like some of the issues are a little bit heavier in dialogue because of the shit that they're trying to cover. But yeah, I like this a lot.
Entertainment Weekly, as addictive as any good TV series. So yeah.
Wow, yeah, they know. So this came out weekly.
This is like a weekly
year?
comic book.
Wow.
That's why there's not like that many consistent like art teams, you know?
Yeah, which makes sense.
So yeah, that's tough. That's like
they got some hitters early as well. Like Giuseppe Camuncoli was in it for a little bit. He did what is that Darth Vader book that you have right there?
It's up there.
Yeah. So and then like Derek Robertson was like in it for a little bit.
That was a big surprise.
And I was like, whoa.
And it looks like Derek Robertson.
Yeah,
shit,
he looks the same.
So it's awesome.
Yeah. And then some people I don't recognize, but yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
This has like front matter, and it has like mid matter in between issues and stuff. I think it's cool that they like break it up, because so each issue is like a week, right? In the DC universe. But they also like break it up by the days. So like every other page will be like a different day, you know? So that's kind of like also like a mental checkpoint.
Yeah, which is interesting because sometimes it like does kind of matter. And then sometimes they're like, I don't know, it's like day 4 of week 15, you know?
Yeah.
It doesn't really matter, but yeah, it's pretty cool. I'm curious, like if the writers like were just writing like a certain plot and that's like what they were assigned to. Like the shit in space, I wonder if that was like Grant Morrison or something.
Maybe.
Or
I thought it was kind of in my head is like a writing room kind of thing.
I feel like that's probably what it was.
Where they're all working on like everything in a way.
Yeah.
But there's like a previously page, like a summary of.
We should have just read that instead of Infinite Crisis.
No, dude. I read this and I'm like, that's kind of. You know?
What do you mean? I didn't read it.
I don't think it's a very good explanation of Infinite Crisis.
Why? What do they say?
I don't know. It just doesn't seem like it made sense.
Yeah. I mean, they have some of the big stuff in here, but yeah, we read Infinite Crisis before this to gear up for this huge book, and I think it was helpful because they mention the events of what happens in that a lot,
but they're not too specific about it either.
Yeah, they're like, man, remember when all the worlds got snapped into one world? That was crazy.
Yeah. And then it helps with like some of the cosmic stuff, and then like what Red Tornado is like going through and stuff like that. I kind of expected like a little bit of like every character in DC in this, but it seemed like they focused on like 10.
Yeah, 10 like weird ones.
Yeah, like weird enough to where I'm like, this is like I knew them already.
Yeah,
but I was getting more context on them that I appreciated.
Yeah,
know?
Exactly.
But I
like the Black Adam stuff in this. This is easily like my favorite Black Adam story, I would say.
Wow. Yeah. I think this is the only Black Adam story I've read. So.
Fair enough.
Because like it seems like Renee Montoya doesn't need like 52 issues to get to where she was. I did like her arc maybe the most.
Really?
Yeah, that was super sick.
Wow.
But like it's almost as if like these are all just like intertwining like trades that are all just put into one book.
It does kind of feel like that.
Where they like kind of just ripped out pages and then like put them in to one big book.
Yeah, it is. It does kind of read like that.
Yeah. So,
but let's get into it. So we split up. Who's doing the notes for like what happened in each issue? So I'm doing the odds. You're doing the evens. And let me tell you, there were some even issues where I'm like, thank God I don't have to explain what's going on here.
That's how I feel about the odds. I'm like, fuck yeah. I was like, fuck that, dude. Because I'm like, what the hell?
So I will start us off with issue 1.
Yeah, because no one wants to hear you talk.
Yeah, not for 52 issues in a row. I'm pretty sure my throat would die like halfway through.
Yeah, it'd like cut out.
So, Daniel, 52. Infinite Crisis happened. That was crazy, right?
Yeah, go back to our last episode.
Yeah, if you don't know what happened there,
probably help.
Yeah. So all of the heroes are like mourning and tired after the shit show that was Infinite Crisis, where basically the alternate versions of Earth were all condensed down into one. And then everybody thinks that like Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman are dead, but really they're just like laying low. Like Superman doesn't have powers, Wonder Woman's doing something else, and Batman's like, man, I got to figure out who I am again. So naturally, Booster Gold has stepped in to take over that spotlight and stop criminals with the help of Skeets, who can use data logs from the future to know when crimes are about to happen before they even happen.
Nathan, real quick.
What's up?
So our last 100th episode 100, where we did Saga.
Yeah.
That was a 54 issue book.
So we're going down.
And yeah, this is 52 issues. But that episode was 3 hours and 46 minutes.
Okay.
You taking the under or the over?
3 hours 46. Oh, dude, there's so much more to explain in this fucking book. I feel like we go a little bit over.
Over? Okay.
Because Saga is like normal, but DC, there's so much more to talk about with like, who the fuck is this guy? And then we'll like, yeah. So
I'll take the under.
Okay, all right.
$20?
Okay, let's do it. Yeah.
I'm just kidding. It's fine.
I'll just be really low.
The winner gets this omnibus.
Oh, how much was that, by the way? It seems like it'd be easily like $80.
On Amazon, it was $80. And
yeah.
I think it goes for like $150.
Wow.
Like the MSRP.
That's crazy.
But I was a bad boy.
Ooh.
$175.
Oh my God.
So it's like a steal. Yeah.
I mean, that's pretty good. It's like what?
Also, dude, I got this.
Whoa, wait. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's all of Gotham Central.
Wow.
I'm Amazon $50.
Dang. MSRP, that one's probably 150.
100.
100, really?
I think this one's 40 issues.
Okay.
I'm not sure.
Oh, my Axe Wielder John came in.
Yeah, so did mine.
Yeah.
Did you get the card thing?
I don't know. I don't think so.
I got like a little trading card for some reason.
I was a little nervous that it was sent to my last address, but I was smart and I sent it to our parents' address, knowing that I was probably going to move. But anyway, so yeah, Booster Gold steps in. He's taking over that spotlight, and it's funny because Booster Gold's like all tagged up in like sponsors, like he's a NASCAR car because he's trying to like make money.
Or even the NASCAR racers have that shit on their
suits. True, on their suits, yeah. Ralph Dibney, the elongated man, is grieving over his dead wife Susan, and he's about to shoot himself when he hears a voicemail saying that someone wrote on Susan's grave, which causes him to not shoot himself. And then Steel takes away his niece's Natasha's steel suit, whatever you call that. What's her superhero name? Is it like Chief or something?
Chief?
Someone kept calling her Chief, and I'm like, is that like... Maybe, is that someone just calling her Chief?
Is she like the chief of like...
I don't know. But they keep calling her Natasha in this.
Wait, what's Steele's name?
John...
Irons?
No, Jeremy Irons? John Irons?
Jeremy Irons is an actor.
Oh, John Irons then.
Natasha Irons.
So Steel takes her steel suit away because she hasn't earned it. And Daniel, I love me some Steel. How about you? I don't really know anything.
I love Steel, dude.
Dude, Steel's so cool in this.
Dude,
I don't know anything about Steel.
Ever since New Frontier, I'm like, Steel is like the coolest fucking character.
New Frontier?
Yeah, remember
Did you read that?
We read it.
Wait, I'm thinking of something else then. What am I thinking of?
The New Frontier by Darwin Cook?
I'm thinking of Infinite Frontier.
No, that's something lame.
Oh, okay, yeah. Wait, was Steel in the Darwin Cook one?
Yeah, he was like the black dude with like the hood. He kind of looked like that character. He had a hammer, but he had like a hood over. He looked like Hooded Justice.
Oh, yeah. Remember? Yeah. He wasn't in like the steel suit.
No.
Okay, yeah.
He just had the hammer, and so it was still that character though.
Yeah, he was pretty cool.
So Natasha is known as Steel sometimes, and she's known as Starlight in 52, which we'll get to, and then later she's referred to as Vapor Lock.
That's a sick name, actually.
No, it's not. It's so dumb.
That sounds like a DJ name. Okay.
Sounds like, I don't know. Yeah, it does sound like a DJ.
Black Adam stops a suicide bomber in Kondak. Kondak? Some Kandak.
You got some Kandak action.
And then he tortures him to find out who sent him. Dr. Sivana gets taken by some weird figures and leaves Mr. Mind behind. Booster goes to this big gathering, but his records of what are supposed to have happened is really off. He was expecting like Superman to make a big speech, but there was no Superman to be found. Instead, it was a big statue. And so he's like, Skeets, what the fuck is going on with you right now? And so this is like a different past than what he was expecting. And it's funny that we see like Clark Kent there.
Yeah, he's like just
it's a little,
covering it.
It's a little like narcissistic to be like, let me see what people are saying about me. Now they think I'm dead. It's crazy.
Is Joe Bennett the one on Hulk that we did?
Yeah.
Immortal Hulk? Okay.
He's great in this.
He is very good.
Yeah.
I mean, some issues are better than others, but this is a good starting issue.
Yeah. And then the Question takes off Batman's spotlight logo thing in Gotham and spray paints a question mark and then just points it right at Renee Montoya's apartment, who is grieving after losing a partner. And I never realized that logo was like just a sticker on the spotlight.
I only think of like Dark Knight where it's like
a huge metal bracket thing.
Yeah.
But this one, he just like rips it off. Like it's a sticky note.
Yeah.
But the Question's awesome in this.
Oh, I love the Question.
Yeah. There's some really good scenes.
I know we get plenty of Question shit, but I want more Question,
We should just do a regular Question.
Like that Jeff Lemire one.
Or like there's like another like Sienkiewicz one. Or I think that's the Jeff Lemire one. Maybe we should just do the Jeff Lemire one.
There's like an old one from like the 90s, but
probably like a Kevin Nolan or something.
Something like that. It's like a guy who was only known for doing.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of him after this. I didn't realize he actually has a face, but
yeah. Spoilers, dude. I always liked him since like Justice League Unlimited.
Yeah,
because he was just like
the best. Like, who the fuck is this guy?
I'm like, where does his face go?
So yeah, that's issue 1.
All right, issue 2, Nathan. Elongated man Ralph Dibny. His wife has been vandalized. It's got a like a Superman logo, like spray painted on it.
Yep, upside down though.
Upside down.
What does that mean?
Pretty tough.
Like Antichrist, but anti-hope.
Yeah, and so there's a mystery there. And Booster Gold goes to Dr. Magnus, who is the creator of the Metal Men.
Correct.
And he goes to him to try and fix Skeets, because Skeets is just kind of off with like his future predictions and stuff like that. It was just kind of like little things, but he's right about some things. Like he used them for like sports betting, and he won his bet, and so, but also like
he should be more accurate.
Batman and Superman were supposed to show up to that like funeral thing, but they didn't.
I like that Dr. Magnus has like Looney Tunes ass looking pipe.
Oh yeah, he's like, yeah, see,
like he's just puffing some steam out of it.
Yeah, he's like, so Magnus, he goes to visit Professor Morrow, who is the creator of Red Tornado, and he thinks that something is happening. He thinks that someone is like kidnapping mad scientists. So like Dr. Sivana,
others,
etc. But yeah, Professor Morrow is like locked up in this like charmed jail where he's got like books in like a reading chair and stuff. He's wearing like a robe, but he can only be visited by like
pretty much just Magnus.
I think just Magnus,
or no one else will see him. At least
they just talk through some glass and whatnot.
Yeah.
There's other scientists that are gone, but Dr. Time, stuff like that.
Oh yeah, I do remember him.
The Question breaks into Renee Montoya's house when she was getting some action, which good for her. You know?
This issue got way hornier than I expected.
Yeah. Booster, he's like, doing his thing on day 4, and he saves a flight that was supposed to crash in history. So he's fucking up time, Nathan. And I guess the Question can just, going back to the Question shit, I meant to rearrange some of my shit, but
that's fine.
I guess the Question can just like fade away.
Yeah.
He can just disappear.
He does like a puff of smoke, like a ninja. But my favorite thing and like the corniest part about it is that it always leaves like a question mark smoke.
Yeah, that's hard.
And I'm like, God, that's so cool.
Yeah, I think she went to go, like the Question like hires her to watch like this
building.
Yeah. Then Ralph Dibny, he goes to see, he like just sees Wonder Girl because they're at like some memorial for Superboy.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like asking about the vandalism on his wife's grave.
Yeah.
And that is issue 2.
We should read an elongated man book too. I wonder if that, because it feels like...
So I didn't know anything about him.
Me neither.
But I feel like I know everything now.
Yeah.
I know his wife's name.
I hope his normal stuff is like kind of gritty too, because it'd be kind of cool if it was like Plastic Man, but he's like trying to be serious for some reason as like a detective for like superhero stuff.
I hope there's like a elongated man, Plastic Man team up book.
There has to be.
Because why not?
Some stretchy men.
Yeah.
That's what it's called.
the stretchy boys.
Yeah. Issue 3, Lex Luthor's body is found somewhere in Gotham City. So we're like, oh, that's weird.
I'm not sure.
Shut the fuck up.
It's just us two. You didn't read the book.
Power Girl's boob window is going crazy right now.
Yeah, she does have a big boob window. She was stopping some villain over in Kahndaq. Or at least Kahndaq airspace. So Black Adam gives her like a warning, and he's like, I'm going to start making some change or whatever. There's some representatives of an organization called Inner Gang that try to partner with Black Adam by offering a girl for safe passage in Kahndaq to do like weapons deals. And Black Adam just kills them both, which is pretty hard. Like, I love this like sort of fierce, unrelenting kind of Black Adam where he's like, fuck you guys, I'll just kill you right now. So good try. Booster Gold does some more saving, and he tries to invest early on like a business that he knows would like blow up in the future. But the CEO like gets arrested for fraud or something, and which is not supposed to happen according to the records that Skeets has. And so Booster then goes on the hunt for Rip Hunter. And then Lex Luthor also brings paparazzi to Steel's lab to claim the dead Lex as like a duplicate from another universe.
Sorry.
No, you're good. Is that actually like a duplicate, or is that supposed to be Alex Luthor, or is it just like a duplicate Lex?
What, the dead one?
Yeah, the dead one.
I don't know. Dude.
I don't know.
It could have been like just a body double or something.
Yeah.
Dude, when Booster was like saving the day from like this like robot guy, the robot guy like smashes a Euro stand.
I know.
I'm like,
Euro.
I'm like, fuck.
Dude,
it's just probably fire.
A Euro stand, just like as its own thing, like it's a hot dog stand, would probably be so good.
Probably hits hard, dude.
Yeah.
Probably make your day.
Yeah.
You know,
it's probably just like the Euro meat, the
especially
pita
walking all day,
and the tzatziki. But like that's all you need.
Yeah.
Yeah. Poor guy. Poor guy's business.
This shows how much I know about Steel. I didn't know Steel can just unsteel. You know, I thought he was like,
you thought he was
always metal.
You thought he was always steeled up.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
So he's just a normal
guy in steel suit.
Normal human skin black man.
Yeah. And then Black Adam makes a statement on live news saying that he's going to start changing the world. And then he kills a villain in front of everybody on live TV. And the way that he does it too is crazy, because it looks like he just kind of like slices him with like his hands, like down the center.
Yeah.
Which is pretty cool.
I thought he just ripped him in half.
Oh, I mean, it could be that. But
yeah, I guess.
in my hand, he like crosses his arms and then he like slices it like through his stomach. But yeah, pretty cool. And that's issue 3.
Yep, issue 4. Renee's doing surveillance on that building for a question. And we cut over to space where, I don't know, some astronauts see like some glowing light somewhere. I think they're out there looking for like heroes that had died or whatever in Infinite Crisis.
Yeah.
We cut to Booster Gold in his apartment where he's got lots of money, and I think he's dating Fire.
Is that who that is?
Yeah, I saw a green-haired hot woman. I'm like, oh, Fire.
It's gotta be Fire, right? Yeah.
Yeah. I think they name dropped like her actual name.
It's like B or Bay. Like
probably just B.
BEA
for Beatrice or I don't know.
Probably.
But they get in a fight because Booster's like a dick or whatever, and so she leaves. because he's so like focused on like his sponsors and stuff like that.
Yeah, on the grind set.
Something weird is happening to Steel. He thinks he's like been poisoned. He like feels a little sick and whatnot.
Mm-hmm. He sees like the spirit of Steel or something as well.
He said what?
He sees like the spirit of Steel or something like that as well, which I think is interesting. But I just don't know about this character.
Maybe it's just his conscience.
Yeah, I assume that's what it is.
Yeah, and his skin like starts turning into metal, so he's stealing.
He's stealing up.
Yeah, which is like what I thought he did.
Steal on.
Yeah. Metal up or something like that. Elongated Man, he talks to these like, they're not Kryptonians, but they're these people in this cult. It's called like the cult of Connor or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And they believe in like the resurrection of Superboy, and they wear like cloaks and stuff, and they look all creepy.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, and they're in like the Fortress of Solitude or something, and they're like, "Oh, we can help you resurrect your wife or something by if you just sit in this bath, and we'll just like drown you real quick."
They're like, "We think this works, but we want to test it on your wife."
Yeah, and so they dunk him, and then he comes up, and they're gone. And so he doesn't know what involvement they have, but
like with her murder.
Yeah, but he knows that they're like connected somehow because he's like a detective or something.
He's like a superhero detective,
which is cool.
Yeah.
So the Renee and the Question, they go into that building and they find this like alien thing that's like stealing weapons or taking metal or something, and they fight for a bit, and Renee stops him with like this alien gun.
It's very Men in Black, this gun.
Yeah, pretty sick.
I like the scene where
like one hit and it's like boop, like gone.
I like the scene where she's like smoking in her car alone, and the Question's like, "You shouldn't smoke, you know." And then she like blows in his face, which is kind of out of pocket. She like blows the smoke in his face.
I'm like, can he smell that? I don't know. And so the astronauts, they're grounded and whatnot, and there's like a big old there's this fucking like there's these little sticky notes that are like all over this thing. This thing was like wrapped and sealed when I got it, but I found like 5 of these
weird
little sticky notes.
What does it mean?
I don't know. I'm like, this is an important part, I guess.
Yeah.
And so I didn't even notice that one when I was reading this first time. But yeah, they're on the ground, and there's this big Zeta beam that shoots from the sky, which is like what Adam Strange fucks with.
Yeah.
And there's like a bunch of heroes in it. Some of them dead, some injured, someone without an eye.
And fucking Hawk Girl's super big.
Yeah, she's super big. Which
is like, what happened there?
Which I'm into.
Which I'm not sad about.
I want her to step on me.
Alan Scott's there, which is pretty cool, but he's missing an eye. But that's okay.
Yeah, so they get to that, and like he's still like Alan Scott or whatever, and he still wears like Green Lantern mask, but there's like a patch under it.
Which is, you'd think it would just be still the white covering too, because it's not like he puts that on and his whites just go, his eyes
or
just
just
go
like
white.
color that in black or something.
Yeah,
like, I can't see.
Like this one's not good.
Yeah, it was just so weird to see this like purple mask and then like a strap for this eye patch.
Yeah, little redundant.
Just put a little coin in there or something, or they have plenty of those like prosthetic eyes or whatever.
Yeah,
they're pretty cool.
There are a few characters that like don't have all of their eyeballs, and I'm like, what is the point of this? Because
character development.
Yeah. Anyway, that was issue 4. Issue 5, Animal Man's wife is carrying on while Animal Man is like missing, and she's like, I don't know, he'll probably come back. Steel goes to check out the heroes that like teleported in randomly, and Alan Scott said that it was a teleportation accident when they were in space trying to escape like a big space portal thing, and the Zeta beam got like fucked up because it was trying to go through the portal, and so it kind of like split and had these like weird infractions in it, which is why they teleported back not normal. Pretty good double page spread of like the space shit that was happening at that time. I think this is in reference to like something that was happening in Infinite Crisis, but I can't be sure. I think this might have just been the people in space. I don't know.
Surely that event doesn't show like everything.
Yeah.
that happens to everybody. Yeah, because it seems like this is something that was left out.
It seems like a pretty big deal because there's a lot of people up in space and you don't really get that.
This book kind of focuses on the people who weren't focused on in Infinite Crisis.
Yeah, because you have 52 issues to do so. And Animal Man was in space for a little bit, I do remember.
Yeah, he goes up to see like Cyborg
in space, and like Starfire was there, I remember. And like we just didn't see anything else on that. So I can only assume that that's what was happening. So
yeah.
So Renee Montoya's ex-coworker detective lady comes by and is like, "What's up with the arm? Are you good?" And Renee's like, "It was just a crazy night, And then one of the guys from the like teleportation accident just wakes up in the hospital and he starts screaming 52, and then he falls back asleep. There's like apparently, I think there's a part of Red Tornado technology stuck inside of him too. I don't really know what that's about. And then we see Starfire, Animal Man, and Adam Strange deserted on an alien planet.
Starfire's naked.
Starfire's super naked. So that's a great way to get introduced to her in this book.
She's taking a bath in this like alien water.
Yeah.
It's on a different planet.
I saw this and I was like, okay, here we go. Now we're getting somewhere.
Yeah, this is the coolest team up ever, probably. Like this should be like
Starfire, Animal Man, the Outlaws, and Adam Strange. Yeah, the weirdest trio to like put together. I think this is the dartboard coming in play.
But like, if a really good darts player,
Yeah.
Because like
he knew what they were doing.
Like Animal Man, sick. Adam Strange, sick.
Yeah.
And Starfire, who doesn't love Starfire?
Yeah, Starfire is always goated
and always looking real slutty.
And then Adam Strange doesn't have any eyes, like 0 eyes. They went away. He looks like Caecilius in that Doctor Strange movie a little bit, except with 0 eyes. And
that sucks.
Yeah, so that's a bummer. And yeah, this is the time when Starfire had like no clothing on for her like Tamaran armor or whatever.
Yeah.
So they really took advantage of that a couple times. Yeah, best one. So that's issue 5.
So issue 6. I just wanted to point out that Alex Sinclair is the colorist on this one, and I feel like he is elite in this issue.
Alex Sinclair?
Yeah. Just the way he handles like golds and stuff on Booster and whatnot.
Yeah, he does do the shininess of characters really well.
I just noticed on this one, I'm like, this looks really fucking good.
Mm-hmm.
So to get more public support, Booster Gold, he hires like an actor to play like a supervillain in like a super suit just to make him look better.
Yep.
Or whatever. It's just this knockoff Iron Man looking suit.
Yeah, just like a staged hero thing.
He finds out somewhere that Rip Hunter is in like Arizona for some reason.
Which is weird.
I'm like, cool.
Yeah.
Cute.
Represent.
Yeah. And then like Booster goes to Arizona and he has like some sort of like bunker kind of thing. And there's like some notes that says like time is broken and that it's like Booster Gold's fault.
Mm-hmm.
And we cut over to China where the Lanterns are fighting this Chinese super team.
Yep.
That defend their country. What was it, like the Chinese 10 or something?
The People's 10 or the... at first I thought they were called the Great Wall. And I'm like, come on. But no, they're not. It's like the Great 10, the People's Republic or something.
Yeah, the Great 10.
The Great 10, yeah. That's what it is. Which is cool. I like seeing some, heroes on the other side of the world. It's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Some good Green Lantern action too, because we get Hal Jordan and John Stewart. And it feels like they still kind of have like their personality during like this time where Hal Jordan's kind of just doing like the basic shit, but John Stewart is like a little bit more architectural with like his construct style. So I always like seeing that.
Yeah, where he's got like guns and shit.
Yeah.
And then I guess they get into Russian airspace or something. And so there's like these Russian bots that stop China.
I think they're manhunters is what they're called.
Maybe.
They show up in the Jeff Johns Green Lantern run. He likes to use them.
Okay. It's kind of redundant, but I kind of like when like Green Lanterns have that little like hologram Green Lantern logo right in front of their other Green Lantern logo.
It's so cool.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, we're powered up right now.
They should only do that when they're like at full power, you know, or charging.
Oh,
you know?
like a Super Saiyan. Yeah.
Yeah. Because like we know who you are.
Yeah. we can see the logo. It's like right there. It's right behind. It's actually harder to see now.
Yeah.
But yeah, I agree. I've always liked that.
And that I'm being very brief. You know,
we should keep it brief.
They definitely like fought the China team for like 10 pages, you know, but I'm just like, cool. Yeah, they fought for a bit.
Yeah, that's how I'm going to be most of this.
Cool.
So
issue
week 7.
Adam
Strange is starting to rebuild the ship, but Animal Man and Starfire are like getting high off of the fruit of this deserted like planet. Renee Montoya needs to go talk to Kate Kane to figure out if her family owns that building. Then Ralph talks to Booster Gold about the resurrection of Cult of Connor. But then Ralph kind of realizes and gets angry at Booster for not warning Ralph about his wife's murder. And then
he's like, you knew. I'm like, yeah, but well, like, I didn't think to tell you.
I'm on Booster's side here because like he said he didn't even. Why would he even think to ask? Like, what is he going to check up on like every single superhero and be like, let me change your future for forever real quick.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, that's a lot of data to like sift through. But Ralph is like, yeah, you're always just so selfish or whatever. And then an explosion happens in the distance. And Ralph is like, go save it then, Mr. Hero. And so then Renee Montoya goes to the Kane estate to talk to her ex, Kate Kane, and ask if her family owns the building that she had that she got hurt in, but to keep it low key, like when she's investigating, because she may not know. And then Booster Gold puts out like the random like fire that was started, but then gets called out for staging danger with like the last guy. And then even Ralph is like, yeah, this guy fucking sucks. And so everybody joins in like hating Booster Gold. And then we jump back to the planet where Starfire is on, and we see a big ol' thing, big ol' alien guy who's about to ambush Starfire.
He's got a big shovel.
Yeah. I like how Skeets is like a hype man while Booster Gold is like running around doing stuff.
Yeah.
And he's like plugging merch while he's doing it. And he's like, wow, look at how cool Booster Gold is. Make sure to get a hat from us or like an umbrella.
Check out our TeePublic.
I think he was plugging an umbrella, which is really funny to me. He's like the Booster Gold windproof umbrella.
So I'm like, do they have windproof umbrellas? That's crazy.
Yeah, it seems like most umbrellas would catch all wind. So
yeah, that monster thing, that the alien monster that Starfire like ran into, it just looks like a DC Galactus.
It really does. It looks very Kirby, which I think is fun.
Kirby designed it, yeah.
Yeah.
Issue 8. This is probably one of my favorite covers.
Dude, yeah. Let's talk about that real quick. I think it was J.G. Jones that did like all of them.
J.G. Jones fucking ate on this book.
And he left no crumbs, Daniel.
Dude, he was killing it, dude.
He was eating it all up. And they're so good. Like some of them are so sick.
I think Keith Giffen did a lot of the layouts for the book and maybe the covers too.
I think he presented some of the ideas for the covers.
Yeah.
Because like in the mid-matter, because Keith Giffen like kind of just did the outlines for like how everything is supposed to like look.
Yeah.
And then the pencilers would just go in and do like,
which is kind of cool.
Style.
Yeah. Because like it gives a level of like consistency, even if like the art like varies.
Yeah.
But at least like
it's interesting.
Like it feels the same.
I've never seen a book where it's like someone will do the layouts and then someone else does like the pencils for it, you know, because typically that's like all one job. But you know,
yeah, I mean, like I feel like a lot of time, like layouts can be very time consuming for an artist. So once that's like left out, you probably do more than like a page a day. You know?
And they're trying to crank these out weekly for like an entire year. I don't even know if they were successful in that. I should have looked it up, but
surely there had to be like delays, right?
I don't know. When you have like 5 guys writing it and like a different cast of rotating artists, there's like 10, 15 artists maybe.
You got to have like tons of lead up, right?
Yeah, I would think so. I assume they were working on this well before like the first issue came out. Like
probably before like Crisis came out.
Yeah, they probably had a bit of it written down or at least plotted out.
Yeah,
they would have had to. So yeah, I'm very interested in the logistics of it. But yeah, J.G. Jones was crazy. He was the perfect choice.
Mm-hmm. So at Steelworks, Natasha's trying to make like herself a new suit since Steel took away hers,
and
he's slowly turning into Steel. like real steel.
Real steel.
Ooh.
Hugh Jackman.
We see Green Arrow. That's cool. He's doing his thing.
Yeah.
In like this terrible Central City.
Yeah.
Or wherever he lives. Star City? No, Central City.
Star City?
I don't know.
Wherever he lives.
I don't care. So on top of Steel, turning into Steel, he thinks like Lex did it somehow. He's not sure how. Elongated Man, he goes to Green Arrow and just kind of, I can't remember what he wants. He's just kind of going there. They kind of just chat.
Yeah. They're like, man, this is crazy, huh?
Oh, here we go. There's a door that's got that same Superman logo on it. And they go to investigate or whatever. Is this where they like the cult like hangs out?
It's one of their like meeting spots.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're looking at me as if like you know.
No.
Okay, cool.
I mean, I didn't write notes for this issue.
So another thing I learned about Elongated Man is that he needs Jingled soda
to be stretchy?
To be stretchy.
I don't think so.
Yeah, he like needs it. Like
he needs it?
Yeah, that's the only way he has powers.
I know that. Really?
That's how he gets stretchy.
From sody?
From a little sody pop.
Imagine you have to drink like Coke Zero to like get powers.
That'd be stretchy all the time.
I'd be the stretchiest man.
Yeah. But
that's a funny
condition. He's mostly a detective right now. And so he's like, oh, I kind of lost the taste for Jingled.
Yeah.
It's like ginger ale, but it's just gin gold. I don't know why they call it that.
Yeah,
maybe it's like a ginger ale with cream soda or something.
That sounds pretty good.
Yeah, maybe right. What do we got here? There's a new mystery superhero that's been saving the day lately. He looks pretty cool. He's blue, and Booster's all upset about it because his reputation is being hurt, and LexCorp is doing a experiment called the Everyman Project, where he's basically where Lex Luthor's just turning normal people into superheroes.
Yeah, dude. Luthor's selling Compound V.
Oh, man. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
I don't write notes on this for some reason. Our team in space, they get captured in like a net. And then when Natasha goes to Luthor trying to be a part of this Everyman Project, Luthor like recognizes her and knows who she is, and so he chooses to make her like the first experiment.
And he's like, oh, right this way.
Yeah.
There's
Which sounds very sketchy.
Like you're gonna be the first one.
Like, are you sure?
It makes sense because Natasha's like, what the fuck? My dad's making me, or my uncle is making me build my own fucking suit. This is bullshit. And so it makes sense.
Yeah, stupid dad.
There's like a part in here where like the hospital or something calls their house, and Natasha picks up, and they're like, is Mr. Steele there? Whatever his name is.
Yeah.
Jeremy Irons. John Irons. And she's like, no, he's gone. And then then the doctor's like, all right, well, if you see him, tell him that his results came back, and I don't know why you're a big steel man or whatever. And like basically just spills the beans on like what happened. But like that is such a HIPAA violation.
Yeah.
Terrible. Yeah. Like they're like, oh, if you see him, tell him that like he has tons of cancer or whatever. Like, can you imagine getting that phone call? It'd be crazy.
Because like he hasn't told her that he's like turning into metal or whatever. And so she thinks that he is like a part of the Everyman Project or whatever, and is getting powers, like naturally, not just from his like suit.
Like the doctor says, if you would please let him know that I've confirmed the tests, and it is the Luthor metagene strain rewriting his DNA. I'm like, holy shit, I'm supposed to say that to him?
Yeah, so she thinks he's being like a hypocrite, and like then she just goes out there.
Yeah. On the alien planet where like Starfire was caught by like a net, it was like Animal Man and Adam Strange going to like look for her. But it was really funny because they were talking about how Starfire is this warrior on like Tamaran and stuff. Only for the next page, she's like trapped in like a net. And I thought that was funny.
Yeah.
So yeah, issue 9. Steele goes to a Luther-hosted party to find out where Natasha went, and Luther then gets saved by Natasha, who now has powers and a team of people. How do you like these Luther designs, Daniel?
These are terrible.
I like one of them, and I like the guy that's shirtless, but he has like an L strap like around.
Yeah, what is that for?
I don't know, but I just like that they incorporated the L in like every single one of them.
It's just such a bad color combo.
I like the green and purple. We were just talking about how we like the green and purple Lex Luthor suit.
That's different. That's because it's mostly green.
It's the same, Daniel.
This is mostly purple.
Yeah, it is a lot of purple. They should have gone green with purple accent. I feel like it might have been a little bit better, but I don't know. Animal Man, Starfire, and Adam Strange are held in cages by the god of the hunt, a.k.a. Devilance the Pursuer. What a sick name.
Devilance?
Devilance the Pursuer.
Oh, yeah.
Super cool name. And he caught them because they saw beyond the walls of heaven or whatever, which should only be seen by gods. He has like his own thing for it.
You know what, dude? This Devilance dude, he looks like the old design for Galactus. Remember how he was like purple and red?
He used to be, yeah. Now he's like mainly all purple.
Yeah. Or like, was it like red and green or something?
I don't know. I don't think I've ever seen like the first
we appearance of that dude, once.
But yeah.
You keep going.
So they manage to escape when Adam Strange activates his blaster, and Animal Man mimics the fireflies of this planet to do like a big flash, and then Starfire knocks him out. So they do a pretty good escape. And so they leave, but they know they have like bounty hunters coming after them. And then the Question goes to see the personal investigator girl, Renee Montoya, and he shows his real face to her because the Question face is like a mask that like apparently just looks like really close to skin, I guess, which I never knew. And then he says that Gotham City is being targeted by Intergang, and then Batwoman is like tailing them as well.
That's like first appearance Galactus.
Oh, wow. Yeah, he does kind of look like that, huh?
Yeah, I guess if he had green in there instead of purple.
Yeah, but no, that's very much the same vibe.
Anyway.
So yeah, Question shows his face.
Does he have like multiple faces or just the one?
I think he has the one face.
I think he's able to be whatever he wants, yeah.
I kind of wish he just had no face all the time. I didn't know that it was like a mask. I don't know if that is the case all the time, but yeah, I never knew it was a mask. And then we see Batwoman.
Nathan, real important.
What's up?
So when Question and Montoya are at the bar, the Question orders a bottle of Lit. Their beer is called Lit.
Yeah, Lit beer, which is ahead of its time, I feel like.
How is there not a beer called Lit right now?
Dude, there has to be.
We got to start it.
What if it's a DC beer?
Oh. Dude, imagine we went to like I don't know, Universal Studios or something, or like Warner Bros. Town or
Six Flags.
Six Flags. And then they had lit beer.
They had lit beer.
Yeah, like, damn, this is such a deep cut,
dude. I know. Yeah, like someone's happy about this.
Whoever us, probably.
Whoever was in charge of that is very proud of themselves.
Yeah. The issue I have with this issue is that it's only one day. Like they never say like, oh, day 2 or whatever.
Yeah, well,
or it's like it's day 1 and then night 1.
Oh, in the one I just read?
Yeah, week 9.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Weird.
So it's like, I don't know. I'm glad they didn't just have like 2 issues for 1 week or whatever. Yeah. So anyway, Black Adam can't Shazam for some reason.
He's like, this never happens, I swear.
Yeah. He's collecting like, super people from like all over the world to kind of join his like coalition thing.
Smart.
To just kind of be on his side for
if shit goes down.
If shit goes down, and just kind of to have a treaty, not a treaty, like a alliance. Thank you. And he wants these other people to be on board with how he handles like problems like with bad people, like murder.
Yeah, just killing them.
Yeah, so he wants people to be cool with that. We find out who this... Well, we don't really find out. The media calls this mystery superhero Supernova.
Good name.
Yeah, that's okay.
You don't like it?
Yeah.
I think it's good.
The Omnibus is now opening itself and keeps it open around 200 pages.
If you plan on getting it.
So this is a sweet spot. Yeah.
Yeah, this is good.
Dude, the last 200 pages is a nightmare to read. That's like, you're just so done. And then you have to like hold it open.
Just rip. That's funny.
Yeah. But Clark Kent, he doesn't have his edge anymore. You know, he's just a loser. He's not flying to all these like
places to get
disasters to get the big scoops. And
so got little scoops.
And I think he was supposed to find out who Supernova was. Like, he was supposed to be the first person to do it, and that was kind of like a redeeming kind of thing that he could do. Mm-hmm. But he wasn't able to, and so he gets fired by Perry White. Thank you. And so Clark Kent is suicidal, and so he just jumps out the window.
Just so out of pocket. Well, he sees Supernova, and he's like, this will be a good way to talk to him. And so he jumps out the window so that Supernova would save him.
I was getting to that.
Yeah.
But it was like, Perry's like, it's not worth killing yourself over.
Jesus Christ, man, get down from there.
I feel like those windows would not be openable, you know?
Yeah, it would not be that easy.
Yeah, to kill yourself.
Yeah, definitely not.
So we only really see Clark Kent throughout this at certain spots, and you don't really know if, like, I guess you do know that they still have powers and they're taking a break, but when I was reading this, I'm like, can he not fly for some reason? Or
he can't. He doesn't have powers right now. He cannot.
Because he got hurt from the red sun or whatever?
I think when he flew through the red sun, that did a number on him.
Because it killed old Superman.
And then, like, Superboy Prime and him were, like, having, like, a regular man fist fight.
Yeah.
So right, yeah, I think his shit's still, like, charging.
Okay.
But he doesn't have powers right now.
Gotcha.
And we saw him with like a bloody nose earlier, so like we know he is weak for sure. So, but I think the Supernova design is awesome.
He looks like a superhero for like a church.
Yeah, it's great. That's what I'm about.
Yeah. So anyway, there's this girl that was like she was like an offering from some country for inner gang, you know, but she's just kind of been in Kondak, and then Black Adam's like, oh, you can chill here, you're not a prisoner or whatever.
Yeah.
Booster Gold's like career is like failing, it's suffering, and he's just trying to like figure out what to do. All this stuff's being repoed, which is funny. Mm-hmm. And then Dr. Magnus, he goes snooping around for the other scientists and whatnot. He goes to Dr. Savannah's lab.
Yeah.
And he finds a caterpillar cocoon in Savannah's lab.
So Mr. Mind?
Oh, man.
Which is like...
He's going to turn into a beautiful, beautiful butterfly.
A beautiful butterfly. Which is funny because this is the first time I'm like, oh, Mr. Mind. But then when I was scrolling through just now, we see Mr. Mind like 3 times before this, but like I didn't even think anything of it the first time reading it through.
I don't even remember seeing him once, and then you don't see him again for like another like 50 issues. So
yeah, it's like and it was funny.
They really Game of Thrones this whole thing.
I was like at issue 48, and I was like, didn't Mr. Mind like go somewhere? And then he like pops up randomly, and I'm like, okay, good.
They're just doing a thing, but like we have to foreshadow everything.
Yeah, they definitely had this all planned out, and like maybe they like. No, they definitely had this planned out, and they're like, let's put like a little seed here.
We need plenty of Easter eggs.
Yeah. I like seeing Clark Kent like be normal and like not be good at it. Like there's a scene where he's like about to burn his hand on like a pot while cooking, and Lois Lane has to be like, you need a fucking glove. And I think that's fun.
I guess you wouldn't really need like mittens or whatever.
Yeah, if you're Superman, yeah, you're fine. Or like I wouldn't be surprised if he doesn't know how to like use a stove, because he could just use his laser vision.
Do you ever watch Heroes?
No.
So there was like a superhero, like a Superman-esque girl in that. It was played by like Hayden Panettiere or whatever her name is. And so she kind of felt pain, but like she's like cooking cookies or something, and so she just like takes them out of the oven, but like her skin still like sizzles, right? So she takes them out, put them up on top of the stove, And then her mom's like, "You smell something burning?" And I'm like,
cookies.
"Ew, dude!" Like,
Yeah, that's like your skin.
yeah, I'm like, it must still hurt because she has like a face, like she reacts to it. But that just made me think of that.
Yeah. Week 11. Elongated Man goes to a Cult of Connor meetup and nearly beats up a kid, like cult member that they recruited, but they get away.
It's like these kids are just wearing like the merch, but they really don't know anything about the cult.
There's like walking around in the park, it seems like.
Fake cult members.
Yeah. They just want the...
Yeah.
They just want the...
Name 3
cool
prayers.
Name 3 dead Kryptonians.
Yeah.
And so they get away, and then he gets a call that his storage unit was burglarized. And I wrote
burglarized.
Why isn't the past tense of that word just burgled? I think it's
burgled.
Burgled. Your shit was burgled.
Is that? We've been burged.
And so Renee Montoya.
There's got to be a better word for that. Not just like
burglarized.
Not with like the root word burglar, but like
stolen,
broken into.
I think burglarized.
You got robbed.
Robbed means that your shit was stolen and like you were there. Burglarized means your shit was stolen and you weren't there. So if you get robbed,
if you dumb word.
If you rob a bank, like there's people working at the bank. But if you burglarize someone's house, they weren't there. Like they're on vacation.
I feel like not everyone knows the difference between those two words.
I can't remember how I knew that, but someone explained. I think it's in the first Ant-Man movie, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because he
sounds
goes
like something that'd be an SVU.
Like he steals shit when people aren't there, and so he says he's a burglar, not a robber. But anyway, Renee Montoya and the Question find out from Renee's rich ex, Kate Kane, that the building where Renee and the Question were attacked was owned by the Kane Real Estate Company, which was renting out to what they found out was an intergang spearhead company. So they think that intergang is moving people and equipment through there, so they go to investigate. And when they do, they are pretty much immediately caught by monster men, and Batwoman has to come in and like save them. So this is like a gang that recruits people with like animal powers.
I think the gang turns people into animal people.
Oh, okay. Also, I think the Batwoman reveal here would have been a lot cooler if she wasn't like hinted at 2 issues before. Because there's a part where she was just like perched up on like a building and was just like watching over them.
Yeah.
And I think it would have been cool if she just popped in right here. Because I forgot that Kate Kane was Batwoman.
I kind of like that. You forgot Kate Kane was Batwoman?
I did. She was talking to Kate Kane and I'm like, this is a cool name. And so then she like pops in and I'm like,
I think
she's Ginger.
I think in this continuity, Kate Kane or Batwoman's like a newer superhero. Like,
I think
because people are like, who is that?
Yeah, at this
is
point,
that Batman?
Yeah, because like Nightwing talks to her later, and he's like trying to riz her up, and he clearly doesn't know that she's like lesbian at this point.
Yeah,
which I think is fun. But yeah, I think this is like newish Batwoman. I don't know when she was first created, but
right.
And so Elongated Man goes to check out his storage unit and finds nothing immediately obvious was stolen. But then we see that the Cult of Connor is preparing a ritual for Ralph's wife with her clothes.
You see the lips on this like picture? Go to like the pictures.
Oh yeah, he has stretchy lips.
Yeah, I think show the camera, Nathan.
It's so fun.
Yeah, that's probably good. I don't need to check.
Okay. Stretchy lips.
Oh wait, no, back up a little bit. No, back up. Turn it to the left. Other way. Other left.
He's got stretchy lips. Wait, should I turn down my brightness?
Yeah, dude, why is this shit so bright?
It's not.
Why don't you have the actual comic in front of you?
Because I didn't want to break my shit.
Wow,
that's much better.
Yeah, little glare, but no problem.
It's got weird stretchy lips. Which is fun.
It looks like someone like grabbed his lips and stretched them out.
It looks like Looney Tunes.
Looks like a fucking anteater, dude.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he does. And so Power Girl or Wonder Girl is part of the Cult of Connor.
Wonder Girl.
Okay, got it.
Power Girl has like the bob cut.
She's got the bob.
Wonder Girl always has that.
Her name's Cassie, I think.
Wonder Girl?
Yeah. No, Wonder Girl. Yeah.
Maybe.
She looks like Gwen Stacy.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's how I'll remember it. All right. Issue 12.
All right. We're in Gotham, you know. Renee Montoya is like trying to get some info from like other detectives or whatever, or whoever this is. And there's like some captioning in this just talking about, being a cop in Gotham, you know.
It tries to fill that Rorschach sort of feel, which I think is funny.
Just being real detective like. And I actually like the Renee Montoya stuff so much. I wanted to look to see if she had like her own book, but she really doesn't. Mm-hmm. And she's mostly just kind of like pops into other books.
She becomes questioned later, but like,
have you seen that like in other comics?
I don't think so.
Because I have. I don't know where.
Is she made for this book? Because I didn't.
This can't be her first. Renee Montoya?
I haven't seen her in comics before this. I know isn't she live action somewhere?
I think she's in like the Gotham show.
Isn't she in like Peacemaker?
No. Why would she be in Peacemaker?
There's like, I'm pretty sure there's a Montoya somewhere. I'll look it up, but you keep going.
Now I'm going to look it up now too.
Well, you don't trust me to look it up?
Well, look up her first appearance.
Okay.
Anyway, so when she's doing that in like her captioning, she says like, there's 30,000 cops in Gotham City. I'm like, that's a fuckload of cops, dude.
Yeah.
For Gotham City. But I like looked it up and I'm like, how many cops are there in like New York?
Renee Montoya is in the first season of Gotham, and that's apparently her first appearance, but I don't believe that at all.
Her first appearance in...
First appearance, Batman...
No way she's made for the fucking show.
First appearance as Renee Montoya, Batman number 475, which was in 1992.
Okay, so yeah, she's been around.
Created by Bruce Timm and Paul Dini.
Nice, goated.
That's kind of cool.
But
right, good to know.
Anyway, how many cops do you think are in New York City?
Did you look it up?
Yeah.
Probably like 5,000?
No, 36,000.
Holy shit. Well, I guess that kind of checks out.
So that's in like the ballpark of Gotham, but not as much as
yeah, because Nolan Gotham looks like Gotham. Chicago.
Yeah.
So I guess they're
I don't know. I'm just like thinking about like how big that city is, but I don't know if that's for like, I think that's like for the metro area, you know, like Manhattan or whatever.
That's crazy.
Which is, I'm like, that's a lot of fucking...
What a fun little stat.
It's a lot of cop cars. Yeah. So Renee gave up her badge. She didn't like quit or she wasn't fired or anything. That's just kind of and she's not even like a licensed PI, but she's still doing all this like detective work.
Mm-hmm.
And they determined that her in question need to go to Kondak for whatever reason.
Love that.
Yep. Classic. So Shazam's Black Adam's just kind of Black Adaming about, and he goes to these statues and pulls a book from a bookshelf like the Bat Cave or whatever. Or
yep.
he pulls like a brick or something
from like a statue.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. And he's got a Black Adam cave, but it's actually the Rock of Eternity.
Wasn't that destroyed in Infinite Crisis, or am I insane?
You're insane. What do you mean? When was that destroyed?
It was like the very beginning of the book, and like the Spectre destroyed it or some shit.
I don't know. Maybe they moved it.
Maybe that got moved.
How do you hire movers? I thought the Rock of Eternity was like on the edge of the universe or something.
It is, and then that, which is why it was so surprising to Captain Marvel. But maybe it came back when all the Earths.
It was just way too inconvenient to go to the edge of the universe every time.
Yeah. So he's like, let me go to Kondak, I guess.
All like the evil sins or whatever statues are there, and Shazam's in the seat,
just talking to them all day, I guess.
And he's going crazy. Yeah. He's a madman. I think he's like the new wizard now or something.
I think so. But what's funny is that he's not crazy after this issue. He's pretty normal the rest of the time. And so I think they bailed on this idea.
Yeah. I think it was cool. Like,
it's interesting
because he's not just like what he normally is.
He's new Shazam wizard, right? The one that's like looking over everything, and he's just talking to the sins all day. So that would make you go crazy. Yeah. So Shazam's been under Kondak this whole time, and Black Adam wants to give this Adriana character, the one that was like offered there but not prisoner. Yeah.
She wants to give her like Egyptian Shazam powers, like the powers of ISIS, not the terrorist group.
Yeah,
like the Egyptian goddess.
The good one.
Yeah, the good ISIS. Depending on how you look at it. But.
Also, tradewaiters here, we love ISIS.
I was indifferent.
You don't like ISIS? I think she's cool.
Yeah, she's fine.
She's a baddie.
That's it.
Well, this was the girl that
you
was
only like her for her looks, Nathan?
No. I like her
Does
journey.
That give her value?
I like her journey. Because this is the girl that was offered to Black Adam as like an offering for Inner Gang to like
to push it through or whatever.
So it's kind of cool that she goes from that to ISIS and then more beyond this. But yeah.
Who's Coley? Cassie? Is Coley a person?
I don't know.
Maybe it's autocorrect. But anyway, Cassie's Wonder Girl, right? You said that?
Yep.
So Cassie's like talking to Ralph Dibny, Elongated Man, and he's talking about how they want to try to resurrect his wife.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like convincing enough for him to like actually help. And he's like, all right, let's try this.
I knew he was going to do that shit.
Such a simp.
Yeah.
Move on.
Yeah, come on. It could be that good.
Yeah. So Adriana becomes Isis, and I put in parentheses the goddess.
Mm-hmm.
And
we should say that every time.
And she said that she'll join Adam in like, his crusade or whatever, as long as they find her brother first,
who was also taken by inner gang.
Who was like sold, probably taken by inner gang, but sold into like slavery or something.
Mm-hmm.
And that is issue 12.
Yep. So
we're cooking.
Week 13. The resurrection ritual is starting in the Cult of Connor. And Ralph is there, but he brings along Green Lantern, Green Arrow, Metamorpho, and other characters that have famously died and come back. And Ralph kind of just wants like validation from them for what's up.
So they all have earpieces. They're all talking to each other.
This is bullshit.
I'm glad you agree.
This is the biggest. They stretch people's powers so much.
So they're talking. They're all in there, and they're undercover kind of. No one knows that they're there, and they're superheroes or whatever.
Why wear your fucking Green Lantern mask when your face is exposed?
Yeah, and like when you're trying to be undercover or whatever. But anyway, the earpieces where they're talking to each other are a construct of Green Lantern.
It's like a telepathic light construct, which is so lame. Like, they're not that undercover because they have their fucking masks on. Like, hey, cool Green Lantern mask, dude. Mm-hmm. Praise Connor or whatever they say. But like, the only thing I'll accept,
and like Metamorpho doesn't look like he looks like Metamorpho.
Yeah, it's not like he's doing anything.
Green Arrow's got his mask on.
The only time I would accept this like telepathic connection is if they also have a ring, because like the rings have like universal translators.
They have Zoom.
They have Zoom. Yeah, I guess. Well, they have like universal translators in them, so it makes sense if like an alien isn't vocal.
It's like a Galaxy S24, dude.
Yeah, so like it would have to be like texting almost, or like voice messages through the ring. But these guys don't have a ring. It's just somehow. Yeah,
I'm glad you agree.
I was like,
I thought you were gonna be like, this is awesome.
No, it's so lame. I'm like, come on.
Did you see that like Samsung like thing?
The Samsung Ring.
Well, there's that, but also like the new like S24.
Yeah,
it's got like live translation on phone calls.
Oh no, I didn't see that.
Yeah, like cool. You can order from like their example was like a Mexican food place. I'm like they speak English probably.
Yeah, most of them do.
Yeah, it's a
bad example,
but that's still pretty cool.
Yeah,
assuming it works, it's probably like dog shit, but
yeah, probably. But it's a good idea for technology.
So at this ritual thing,
yeah,
they have this like hay body like thing. It's like a
fucking terrifying,
and they cut out like a picture of Ralph's wife, her face, and like just like
stitch it on,
or like
staple it.
They are tape it on there, on their face.
It
looks fucking weird.
It's fucking terrifying.
This is nightmare fuel.
Yeah, and so Ralph wants validation from them for allowing the ritual to happen, stating that they've all died and come back to life. So like maybe this might be possible. And I really like this scene a lot because it feels very long form and refreshing when most of the other issues have been like juggling like a lot of different plot lines.
I like juggling.
And so I was like, this is kind of cool. And he's got a point. Like all these people have died and come back. So this isn't like super crazy, Black Adam and Isis are tearing down slave rings looking for Isis's brother, the god. And then back at the resurrection ritual, Ralph destroys a blood Kryptonian stone that apparently they needed for the resurrection, and the heroes start to destroy the whole cult.
I thought that was like red kryptonite or something.
It's apparently blood kryptonite, which is different.
I'm like, is that the one that makes Superman gay?
Do you think there's an Infinity Gauntlet, but for like kryptonite stones? And that'd be kind of cool. But
real quick, so going back to Green Lantern being at this like ceremony thing, Ralph brings up that like Green Lantern did missions for God.
Spectre.
Okay. Have you read that?
No. God, no.
That sounds pretty cool.
It's like they didn't really know what to do with Green Lantern after he was Parallax, because Kyle Rayner was now Green Lantern, but they didn't want to kill Hal Jordan, and so the Spectre took over Hal Jordan's body as a host, but he was still just Spectre, and he was just running around as Spectre. I think there's something I read the event 0 Hour, and I think he was also Spectre at that point. But then when Jeff Johns came on, he's like, I want Hal Jordan back. And so I think part of the rebirth stuff was him breaking him out of that. So a lot of weird Green Lantern continuity there. But yeah, he was Spectre for a little bit.
Okay. That's lamer than what they made it seem.
Yeah. So they start to destroy like the whole cult, and but Ralph's wife, who looked like a mannequin before, starts moving and talking to Ralph. And then Ralph realized that he made a mistake, but the building collapses on both of them. And Ralph and this like mannequin Susan managed to escape, but Ralph is starting to like go mad after seeing his wife now die twice. And this is a really creepy scene because her face staples are starting to come off, but like she's still like grabbing his foot and like dragging herself across the floor. I'm like, this is fucking weird.
Yeah.
So this is a pretty cool scene. I liked this issue a lot.
So he's like going crazy, and he's like, under like a bridge or whatever. But then they kind of like abandon that because like he's like kind of normal next time we see him.
He is normal, but I think he's willing to do more to like get her back.
Yeah, it just seemed like
he was gonna go fucking crazy.
It seemed like he was broken at this point.
Yeah. Todd Nook did the pencils for this issue. I think he did a really good job. But yeah, I figured he was gonna go on like some weird Joker sort of plot, but he's like normal, but he's just kind of more motivated to like get her back, I think. So
right. Issue 14, Nathan.
Yep.
Renee in question, they're in Kondak, doing their thing. Pretty cool looking place, I guess. There's like the scientist woman that Steele talks to that is like kind of helping him out, and she comes to his door, is like knocking, and then he answers the door, opens the door, and he's like, leave me alone, but leaves the door open. I'm like, it sounds like you want her to come in.
Yeah, it seems like a cry for help.
Dude, like, no, leave.
Steele has the biggest back in the fucking DCU. Yeah, it's crazy.
I was like,
I'm gonna show the people.
It's an unrealistic like goal. Yeah,
that is Sam Sulek right there.
it takes up a whole page.
Yeah, it does. It's a whole panel.
Where was I?
But yeah, he is a little dramatic.
He's been building Natasha a suit, for when she comes back, I guess.
Yeah,
looks pretty cool. She's got like a xenomorph looking head.
Yeah, pretty big head. I think that's where she puts all of her hair.
I guess, but do you need like a whole
xenomorph head?
Yeah, a whole spot for your helmet in that. The government comes to Dr. Magnus. They're trying to buy like the metal men, but he's like, oh, I don't know how to build metal men anymore because he went like crazy, I guess, when he made Plutonium Man.
Yeah,
and because what makes his science like cool is that he gives these people like consciousness.
Yeah, their own decision making and all that.
Right, and so I guess he's on like this mental medication now to where he isn't thinking as sharply or crazy. He's not like mad scientist right now. So he can't like recreate what he once did when he was like insane.
Yeah.
And he's also just said that they're not for sale or whatever. Yeah. And he this is the first time we see like his Mercury Man, and he's cool. He's just in it a lot.
He's got one fun fact ready to go.
Yeah,
which is the fact that mercury is the only liquid that's liquid at room temperature.
Yeah,
which is also, they come back like
the
later.
Worst.
Well, like later they say it's just not true as well. There's other metals that are liquid at room temperature, but this is like the most common.
That seems like the dumbest metal to have. Like, why would you, you know?
Yeah. You'd think you'd want...
Why would you make like a being like made out of mercury that would just melt to room temperature?
But I do like that his power is kind of like more like his fighting style is more fluid and stretchy and stuff. So it's kind of fun.
So Dr. Magnus, he goes to visit Professor Morrow again and finds out that he has escaped. Mm-hmm. But there was a letter in like his cell that was I think left for him, left for Magnus. And apparently it's like code for artificial souls. And so I don't know why like Morrow would have that if that's like Magnus's thing.
Well, he still made Red Tornado, so he kind of...
Oh, true. Yeah. Right. So Renee Montoya and The Question, M and Q, let's call them.
Yeah.
They're walking around. They go to this building and they find a bunch of bodies. And they're like set up. And next thing you know, like the Kondak, like, I don't know, police force is there to arrest them. Mm-hmm. And they find a bunch of rat poison on the ground. I don't know if that's like how those people were killed, because these people were like also ripped apart.
It comes into play later. Yeah, I don't think it was the poison that did that.
Yeah, I'll just leave that little fact there.
Yeah, a lot of heads are gone, and so they were like framed for whatever happened there.
Yeah, there's a funny quote by Question here, where like Montoya like calls him crazy or something, and he's like, "There's no such thing as crazy, just behavior society deems unacceptable."
That's something a crazy man would say.
I'm like, hell yeah.
Yeah.
And then we cut over to Dr. Magnus, and he gets Mercury Man to work.
Mm-hmm. I think up to this point, the Question Renee Montoya plot is like the most interesting.
Yeah, that's why I liked it the most. I'm like, it's like...
It feels like they're actually heading towards something, whereas everybody else is just kind of like existing.
I can't say the payoff is that cool, and necessarily like the motivation is that strong.
I think this plot flops the hardest.
Yeah, but I just like the characters the most.
Yeah, I like seeing them investigate shit, and
fucking
then they get
detective
framed.
And like the Rorschach guy, you know.
Yeah, they're up against like weird monster men that they're not prepared for, really.
Yeah, I'm not big on monster men people, but it's just like...
Actually, I kind of like the supernova stuff and like trying to figure out who that is. I think that part's pretty fun too.
It's mostly like the booster. I don't know if I necessarily have like a favorite, I guess. Mm-hmm. It's just like they all have like peaks, you know?
They all pop off at different times, I feel like.
Yeah, which is nice.
Yeah.
So...
That it?
15, yep.
Week 15, there's like a submarine and a sea creature that pop up out of the ground in the middle of Metropolis. And Booster's like, all right, this is my opportunity to repair his reputation and his image.
This monster looks like something from like Oblivion song.
Dude, it does. I was trying to figure out, but it's a cool monster design.
Who's that dude? Lorenzo De Felici.
Yeah.
He must have designed this.
He must have. And Renee and the Question break out of Kondak prison. It's pretty cool.
Hell yeah. Because he can just turn into gas.
What the fuck? So like... What does he do?
That I know. He just like fucking like phases through. He gets real gassy.
Is that how he gets out? Or does
he just turns into gas.
I don't know what the fuck this guy's about, dude.
No, because like, look, he's like...
I know he's like gas when she walks by.
Wait, how does he get her out then?
No, she's getting transported.
Oh, yeah, and then he gasses
sees
out.
The Question is not there. He just turns to gas. So I think he's just hiding on the floor. Maybe, and they're like, oh my god, there's only gas here. And then you see his fist come out and like punch this guy's like face outside of the thing. You know, so I think he's got one trick, and it only works once every single time against any person.
You know, I like it. If that's his like only real like power, that's a pretty cool one.
That's pretty funny
because he's like mostly just being like a weird detective.
I don't even think it's a power. I think he just has a bunch of smoke pellets. He throws them on the ground and hopes for the best.
How does he phase through a fucking cell then?
He doesn't. He's still in the cell. We see him punch.
How does he get out of it then?
Because he punches. He knocks out the guy, and Renee takes him. He like gets the keys because he's still in the cell.
She gets the keys for him.
For him, who's still in the cell. No, she's being transported between prison cells or something. So I don't think he can phase through anything. I think he just has smoke pellets and he hopes for the best.
You gonna make me fucking pick up this book?
No, look, I could show you.
Look, like his like shoulder is like there's gas right there, and it's outside of the cell. And then in this one, on this side, this shoulder, it's on the inside of the cell. Like he's walking through it.
I think that's when she opens it.
I can fucking Google this.
No, that's definitely when she opens it. Because in this panel, he's completely behind it.
Yeah, and then he walks through it. The question...
Powers?
DC powers. Abilities. Use of pseudoderm, mask genius level intelligence, master detective, journalist skill, martial artist, handicap. Mystical powers derived from Zen Buddhism and urban shamanism. I don't think that's what we're looking for.
Do all Buddhists do that?
Yeah, dude. Be a Buddhist.
Whoa.
All right, maybe not.
I'm pretty sure I'm right. But we'll keep looking as we go on.
Because okay, so you're saying like when he was in her apartment earlier, that was just him like fucking,
and then he just like tries to get out like very sneaky, like he ducks down. Yeah,
like fucking. You remember like Scary Movie where like the like screams like standing by a tree, and like the girl looks away and he's like, ooh, and, like,
and then he just
stands behind the tree.
Yeah, a very cartoony run behind the tree.
Yeah.
So when Booster Gold goes to fight the Biostro creature, that's like the alien name, but Booster accidentally shuts down the power grid, shutting off all of the light. And so Supernova shows up and he's like, I got light. And so he lights the way and saves the day.
Real quick.
Zapping the creature away.
Why does this girl got some tiggle bitties, man?
Yeah.
For like...
someone was having fun drawing that.
Yeah, like, oh, it's just some random girl. I can make him as big as I want.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's like distracting.
So...
I'm trying to focus on monsters right now.
Yeah. So Supernova is able to light the way. He saves the day. Zaps the creature away. Bars. And Booster Gold gets like all jealous. He acts overzealous. And then they fight some more. And he fights Supernova because he's going crazy. And so Supernova has this power where he can just like teleport people away or teleport things away.
Yeah.
But like, where do they go? Is it just somewhere else?
I think he zapped people outside of the city.
To like safety?
Yeah, I can't remember if it was this one or some different example.
I think it was this one, but... so the submarine starts leaking radiation. So Booster has Skeets reprogram his suit to absorb the submarine radiation and then uses a force field around the submarine to carry it away. But the submarine blows up and only Booster Gold's like skeleton comes back down. And so he's super dead. But I also feel like they're kind of stretching the capabilities of Booster Gold's suit because I had no idea that he could just like create big force fields around shit.
You know, some characters I'm like, I don't know everything they can do. So like, I don't really know the stakes necessarily. Yeah. But he's like got this future suit that I assumed you could probably just do anything.
It probably can do a lot. That's fair. But this was a crazy scene because I was like, holy shit, Booster Gold's dead. So that was week 15.
I think it's getting too bright in here.
Damn, we're almost at an hour and a half. We got to pick it up.
You have the over, dude.
We got to slow it down.
All right. Where we at?
Week 16. Yeah.
You know, Adam is a simp, and he proposes to Isis, the Egyptian goddess, not the terrorist organization.
Yep.
Just to clarify, every single time.
Yep.
The Question and Renee Montoya are on the run, because they escaped from prison.
Just hiding around in conduct crates and stuff.
So Renee thinks that Intergang is going to hit the wedding. I can't remember if they got like a hint on that or like...
I think they did.
Or they just were guessing, Mm-hmm. And I guess Mary Marvel is like the... What do you call it? Maid of honor?
Yeah.
Or whatever. Yeah. I'm like, how are they friends? Like,
did
they meet?
They're chill with each other.
Yeah.
Which is nice.
And Mary's like, yo, this guy's like a murderer. And Isis is like, he's changed.
I changed him.
I'm like, yeah,
with my
sure.
hot body.
Yeah. So she really tries to like talk her out of it,
Yeah.
which like any good maid of honor should. And like Isis like changes into her like her wedding gown, which just looks like her normal get up.
I didn't even know she changed.
Because like when Mary's talking to her, she's like changing.
Yeah.
But anyway. So we go to like the wedding and they're just like flying above the people of Kondak, and Shazam, he marries them. I didn't know he's ordained.
Yep.
Probably not.
Well, he is like the god. He's got many gods in him.
I need to be ordained for myself.
Yeah, he's got 8 gods talking to him inside of his fucking head.
Yeah.
So it's like he's probably got the qualifications.
Yeah, they're telling him what to do. But anyway, Renee sees the bomber, and it's just like a young girl. It's like a kid.
Mm-hmm. With a backpack.
But she can't get to her in time, so the only way to stop her is to fucking shoot her.
Yeah.
And since there's so many people, like the Shazam people don't like hear any gunshot or anything. They're like totally unaware of what's going on down there. But
what a great scene this was.
This was cool because it was like very tense.
It was so intense. Like there's shit happening like above you, and it's like, holy crap, like one bomb will fuck up like a lot of people, and she has to like make the decision to like kill a kid or whatever. It's like they all build up like super well to this scene. Like this would be like a season finale or some shit.
Yeah. And then our space team, they get off like the planet that they're stranded on. I guess they get enough power from like the spear shovel thing that they got from like the alien guy that captured them.
Devlin's the pursuer. And why the fuck is Adam Strange driving? So here's the thing that
another dumb thing. They do explain it, but right here I'm like, he doesn't have eyes.
Like, why is he the one? Yeah. It's weird to take away his eyes, but then give him a reason to see. Because they say that he has like they have a telekinetic connection with his ship. So he could see what his ship sees, which I think is absurd.
Yeah.
It's like, just give him eyes. It's fine.
It's like the backup camera. he's got that.
Pretty much. And I'm like, I feel like he's not overpowered or anything with eyes. So why take away his eyes just to give him eyes, you know? Is the lighting super weird on the camera right now, right?
Yeah, I think it's just like because it's like more daytime now. Should I just turn this off?
It's a little bit better, I think.
You don't look so greasy.
I know. That's my bad.
Like that's already pointing up, so I really don't know what else to do.
That's fine.
Just gonna be a little brighter today.
I'll be a little greasy. Just switch off the YouTube if you're watching on YouTube.
You know, is it your episode? Is it your issue or
mine? Mine.
Look at the poster I got from like the Banksy Museum.
Is that a Banksy piece?
I think so. Or they say it is.
That's funny.
I'm just gonna put it in my window so people can see. People walk by like, is it Banksy?
He's here? This is a very creative solution that you've come up with. That I don't know if it really helped.
It makes like I assume makes the sign pop a little bit more.
Yeah.
So we don't really need the light anymore. You look fine.
Cool. Thank you. I needed that. I'm just kidding. All right.
He's saying you look fine.
Yeah.
Anyway.
All right. Week 17. That's me.
Okay, so this one's cool. We get like a cover that's like a checkpoint.
This is a great cover.
It's okay.
And he says, only 35 more to go.
And who is it, Nathan?
It's Lobo.
Lobo with some dreads.
Lobo with I think he always has dreads.
I thought it was just long hair, but we'll take dreads.
So Lex Luthor's new team is all over the news from the people from the Everyman Project that he turned into superheroes. But behind the scenes, they do lots of PR, and their speedster, Eliza, takes a drug to slow down her mind, and she's kind of frustrated with the whole group. And we get to see them in action. I like this like silhouette looking dude. I think he's kind of cool looking.
Oh, yeah. What's he do? He's like a stretchy guy?
I don't know. But in space...
He's a black noir?
No. Okay. I think he's more shadowy, I think. But in space, Adam Strange, Starfire, and Animal Man, they're trying to navigate through a meteor shower that they run into, and they're letting the blind man drive through. But they realize they're up against some like impossible odds pretty much. And then they get attacked by Devlins the Pursuer, and he destroys parts of their ship, but then they get saved by none other than Lobo. And I love that they acknowledge that, like, it doesn't make any sense that he's smoking in space. You know, I think that part's really funny. And so Starfire is the only one that can like talk to him in space. So she goes out there and she negotiates with him to have Lobo tow them to some nearby planet for some rich Tamaran money is what she negotiated. And so he's apparently like non-violent now, even though he just stopped Devlin's pursuer.
He's a pacifist. He's a man of God now.
He's a man of God. He's a pacifist, but he also like took away Starfire's like breastplate thing as well.
He just ripped her clothes off.
And so I'm like, there's a lot going on here. She gets sexualized so much throughout this, I feel like, which is really funny. Poor Starfire. And I like when they're like, when she's negotiating with Lobo and they're like talking in space and the speech bubbles are just blank.
Yeah, that's fun.
And
there's no sound in space, Nathan.
Yeah, but they're still talking to each other. It's weird. Also, Red Tornado's alive and he's in Australia.
He's down under.
And I don't think Australians look like that most of the time. They look like cavemen.
I think like there's like indigenous parts of Australia, you know, and so
are there?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So this issue kind of confused me because like Devlin's the destroyer or whatever pursuer, he like stops their ship, right?
Mm-hmm.
But Lobo kills him and has like his head on a spike.
Yeah.
But we don't see that.
I think it's a trap that they said that was set up before.
Yeah, I guess something. He set up the trap or whatever. Anyway, I don't know. I thought it was weird, and I think Lobo looks like Captain Jack Sparrow a little bit.
He does have a different vibe going on.
Like he's more pirate Lobo right now, but I guess it's a preference or
he's
whatever.
Got like some weird steampunk cowboy hat looking thing.
Yeah.
He's got an interesting whole setup. I like his bike though. It's got a little
very skull. 90s, very try hard looking.
Yeah, pretty much. But that's always how he's been. He'll never change, I feel like.
Yeah. And Nathan, finally in issue 18, we get some more characters.
Detective Chimp.
Yes, sir. This is a cool cover too. I like this one.
Yeah, I like it too.
So we're in the House of Mystery, where I don't know. I guess this like detective team lives, and they find someone wearing Dr. Fate's helmet, but then that person just like turns into water.
Yeah.
His name's Tim, I think. I can't remember.
God damn it, Tim.
Yeah, but it's like Detective Chimp and then some other guys.
Yeah.
They're
I think
referred
we saw them
to as the Croatone Society.
I think we saw them briefly in Infinite Crisis.
Yeah, like one page.
Yeah.
And they seem cool.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, the Black Adam family, they find out what Montoya did and give them like medals of honor or whatever. But
Renee was getting some action when Black Adam just Kool-Aid mans through the wall.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And then like Question like gets his medal and then he's like, "What are you doing?" And then Black Adam's like, why weren't you there? This is disrespectful or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And we cut over to France, where Elongated Man meets with Bobo, Detective Chimp.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that's his name, but that's
Good
cool,
name.
I guess.
Good name.
Yeah, they're just talking about what to do with his helmet and what happened and who killed Tim, whoever Tim is. I guess he's a part of that team or whatever. And there's over in Cincinnati, Ohio, there's a funeral for Booster Gold.
Mm-hmm.
And he's got a coffin being carried out by miscellaneous heroes that were hired to be there,
which is really funny.
Yeah. And
are these like real people, you think? Surely not, right?
No.
Yeah.
There's a Vertigo sticker on his coffin, which is pretty cool.
Really? I missed that.
I don't think he's a Vertigo character, but I still appreciate that.
No, I do like that a lot.
Because this is representative of the death of Vertigo, Nathan.
They were foreshadowing.
They foreshadowed everything.
Yeah. They thought of everything.
Yeah. I guess like his ancestor was there. His name is Daniel Carter. I thought that was funny.
Yeah, because that's two of my brother's names.
Yeah.
That's all of my brother's names.
Oh my God. I'm Booster Gold. But Skeets like, was able to scan him because he looks familiar, and then like found out that he was like a 99.2% match like ancestrally or whatever.
Mm-hmm. And he was like, "You're coming with me.
You're coming with me. You're coming home with me." And so now Elongated Man is in Egypt, and he meets with the Shadow Pact, and they are trying to decide. They're all magic people, I guess, and they need to determine who is going to be the successor for the Dr. Fate helmet. So Tim Trench was the guy who's killed by like the helmet because I guess he wasn't worthy or whatever.
Damn.
And so I guess like the helmet has to choose you, I guess. I don't know. Is it like the ring? I thought it was just whoever wore it.
I think it's just whoever wears it, but there's ideal people to wear it.
Yeah. The Shadow Pact consists of Ragman, Nightmaster, Blue Devil, Nightshade, and Enchantress.
I recognize half of those.
Yeah. And the helmet just starts talking, and the helmet just starts talking, and I guess Dibney was the only one that could Ralph Dibney was the only one that could hear it. So he just like takes it and drives off.
That was kind of cool.
He just takes a ride.
Yeah.
Because he thought that he was talking to everybody.
Yeah.
But it was only really talking to him. And so we're like, what's happening here?
Yeah. So everybody else is like, was he talking to the helmet?
Yeah.
Which is cool.
And that was issue 18.
That was good. Very nice. That was one of the ones where I was like, thank God I'm not explaining all this.
I didn't think it was that bad.
Week 19, Skeets talks to Daniel John Carter, an ancestor Booster Gold, and convinces him to go into that random Rip Hunter tomb that Booster was in so that Skeets can find out what was in there. Because I guess there was something messing up Skeets' connection to Booster Gold while he was in there. So in exchange, Daniel Carter gets to relive his high school glory days as a football player or something. So he's one of those guys that peaked in high school. And he made the big catch or the big throw. I don't know if he's a quarterback or what, but
he's gonna get a new knee or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I think he's one of those guys that had an injury, and he was like, I could have made it big. Yeah. So, Lobo takes Starfire, Animal Man, and Adam Strange to a refugee camp where the people there worship Lobo, and he's like an archbishop for saving them during some event.
He is Archbishop Lobo of the First Celestial Church of the Triple Fish God. And I'm like, what the fuck is happening?
What did I just read? Yeah. And so Lobo is now a changed man looking for redemption, but Adam Strange doesn't buy it, naturally. But Lobo agrees to bring them to his next stop on his like pilgrimage or whatever. So he's just going to tow them along.
There's a dolphin alien, Nathan.
There's a dolphin alien that hangs around. There's also a dolphin alien god.
Which we'll get to.
We'll get to. But they also find out that the bounty that's on Adam Strange's head was put on them from the same person who screwed up the locals' lives on this planet, I guess, who's like trying to start a big war. And so
Lobo's got like a Pope hat on.
This is an absurd Lobo story.
He's taking it very seriously. Yeah. I don't like it. I think it's very dumb.
I think this, I don't like this because they have to give him a reason to like not fight because he's like pretty strong. Like he'll go toe to toe with Superman and shit.
Like I'm glad that he's helping, because they were like running out of options.
Yeah, they're in the middle of a meteor thing. They don't have enough. They only had like enough power or gas or whatever to just try and hopefully find a Green Lantern somewhere. Like that was their plan.
Yeah.
So. Wonder Girl recognizes Supernova as Con-El because we don't know who Supernova is yet. And Skeets brings Booster Gold's ancestor to the tomb in Arizona, but this time Skeets is seeing through like his goggles to see what's in there. And after Skeets sees a sign saying that it's all his fault and pointing to Skeets, Skeets like closes the door behind him, and then a big vortex shows up in the tomb and sucks this dude into it. And so he's like dead now. And Skeet's fucking murdered somebody, and he's like, he's like leaving, and he's like, he knows.
He served his purpose.
This is some crazy Skeet shit. He
Big
murders
twist.
a man. Yeah, I know. I was like, what the fuck is he doing?
What does he know?
I know.
What did he do?
I was not expecting him to be so sinister. So this is a really cool scene for him.
Definitely.
And that was week 19.
Week 20. Cool cover.
Great cover. Oh my God.
Oh, dude. Oh, man.
So good.
I can't get over it.
I went to the shop today and I saw like a couple like 52.
You went to the shop today?
Not today.
I'm like, you got here at 8 a.m.
No, this week. And I was just like looking through some of the 52 covers that they had there. And I'm like, these are so sick.
Yeah, you always just see them like around.
Yeah, it's always like random issues, like 17.
Yeah, I wonder how many like shops ordered.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, kick-ass cover. There's like villains like being tied up in Gotham, you know. Wait.
We're on week 20?
Week 20, yeah.
This one starts with Supernova.
Hold on one second. Oh yeah, there's like radio play of like people in Gotham that are being like tied up. You know, like just like different criminals and stuff, like Calendar Man.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's showing that that someone is like looking over it, you know?
Yeah, over Gotham.
And then we see Supernova. He's in the Batcave.
Mm-hmm.
You think Batman would like lock that up?
Yeah. I don't know what he's doing there, but
yeah, he's just looking at different artifacts. I don't think he uses anything or steals anything, but there's like a building that's on fire and Steel is in there. He's just all naked. His
turns red hot.
His clothes burn off and he's just holding up a building.
Yeah.
So that people can get out and be safe.
I like how they hose him down after.
Yeah.
That was fun.
So he can get the hose. And I guess we learn from somewhere that I think from that scientist friend that he has, the hot scientist friend, he's only friends with because they're helpful, not because she's hot.
Yeah.
And we learn that Lex Luthor can like turn off the powers that he gives away.
Yeah, which is a big problem.
Big scary.
Because Natasha has that power.
Mm-hmm. Then there's some like alien shit. Like it's like these little crab looking things that are attacking like the refugee planet that Lobo and like the gang are on.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, are they killing people? I'm not sure.
Probably.
Yeah, so it's a problem, and they gotta shoot them and stop them and whatnot.
I like that Buddy, Animal Man, was nice enough to give Starfire his like shirt because she never got her like breastplate thing back, and so she's just wearing the Animal Man shirt. That's very cute.
Yeah, I was because
Buddy Baker's like shirtless with like his little jacket on, and I'm like, I mean, he looks good, but where did his thing go?
Yeah,
and then
like
Starfire's wearing
it didn't look like it was broken by Lobo or anything.
No,
and then like,
but it's just cute that Starfire has it now.
Yeah,
I was like, are they gonna boink?
Yeah, he's like got a wife. He's like fighting to go back to his wife and kid.
Yeah.
When she's like wearing his t-shirt, it looks like it's happened already.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
But then like in later issues, like she goes back to like her normal getup, and so it's like just inconsistent.
It's like, where did that come from? Yeah.
Yeah. So Lobo has got this like eye thing. It's called the Emerald Eye of Ekron, and Corey uses it to like stop the Starfire uses it to stop this crab invasion or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember why. I think one of these crabs like gets on him and like just fucking like incinerates Lobo. But then he just like regenerates because he can just regenerate from like a drop of blood.
Yeah. I like seeing him regenerate from like that puddle of blood, and he like kind of crawls out of it. It's kind of cool.
But using the Eye of Ekron, it calls this like weird like space monster thing.
I assume Ekron because he only has one eye.
You know what? That is a great guess because I think that's true.
I never really understood this whole thing. I thought it was Brainiac at first.
It does kind of look like a Brainiac-esque ship.
Looks like a pretty metal-looking Brainiac ship, and then it's not, and then it turns into another thing, and I just never understood it. This whole series, I'm like, I have no idea who this dude is.
They explain it, I thought.
They do. I just don't understand it.
Okay. But yeah. I think that's all that happens.
Yeah, pretty much. So yeah, Ekron is just like on his way to them. But issue 21, Natasha convinces Lex Luthor to let Elizabeth, the like speedster lady, back on the team. Elongated Man and Dr. Fate's helmet subdue like a demon guard that will help them go to the underworld.
Yeah, he gave him some of that stretchy soda or whatever, and then just like wrapped him up in like a knot. And once that wears off, his bones just all break. You know?
He'll like stop being stretchy, but he'll still be tied up, and so he'll just get like crushed in himself, which is pretty brutal.
I like that.
He's done this before,
so he's got it on him.
He's got some sodies.
He's got some stretchy soda, yeah.
And like I find myself in spots wondering like who wrote what. I'm just like kind of curious because Grant Morrison I feel like is a much different writer than like the rest of these people. I think the space shit is him because there's some weird space shit that goes on in like his Green Lantern run. And this feels very similar. And
what do you think? Rucka maybe did like the Black Adam stuff?
I think Rucka might have done, because isn't he part of the...
Mark Waid probably did the booster stuff, didn't he?
I think Mark Waid does the scientist shit.
Oh, Rucka probably did the Montoya stuff.
I think Rucka did the Montoya stuff. Maybe Johns did the Black Adam stuff because it feels...
I feel that, yeah.
Like his kind of...
Because he did Shazam.
Domain. Yeah, stuff. He did Shazam. He likes that character. Grant Morrison, I feel like, does the space shit pretty well.
Giffen, is he the writer or just
he just does the breakdowns of everything. Okay. So yeah, and then Mark Waid probably just the scientist stuff because he's pretty nerdy about those scientists.
I don't want to like narrow it down to where I almost feel like I favor certain stories because they're by certain writers.
That's probably why they don't do it.
I feel like it was really just this like. Group
big collaborative thing, yeah, because 100% is. But I'm wondering who knew more about certain areas of the DC universe. You know,
yeah. I wish I was like a fly on the wall for that.
Yeah,
that
I know, meeting, dude. It'd be so nice.
Or those conference calls or whatever the fuck they did back then.
I like to think that they had one big table and they had a whiteboard and there's like a bunch of shit going all over the place.
Yeah, and they're in like Manhattan or something,
and they're smoking in a dark room
with lots of coffee and takeout.
Yeah. So the Luthor team is now named Infinity Inc. and they're sent out to take down this guy named Blockbuster, and they manage to take him down, but they end up causing like a lot of destruction because they're a new team. The Teen Titans show up right at the end and start like chirping at them about like the amount of destruction it took to take down this guy. And then Lex Luthor activates Blockbuster again, and he ends up killing Eliza, like the speedster character. So Lex Luthor is the one that staged this hero saving thing.
Yeah, but he also disables Eliza's powers.
Yeah,
to where she can't like get away. Or
and allows her to get like killed, which is crazy. What's up with like little Barda on the Teen Titans?
Yeah, I'm like, is she like a baby?
Is it like?
I mean, she is like bigger than everybody still.
She is, but Big Barda is pretty tall typically, I think. But like, is she going to become Big Barda? I don't understand. But
she said little Barda now, so it's like,
yeah. So is that normally Big Barda? But maybe one day I'll be the big. I don't know,
dude. You know,
this is a lame Titans roster, by the way.
It's not the best. Who's on it?
Beast Boy, Raven, Natara or Zatara.
Yeah, it's like little Zatara. I think it's like Zatara's son.
Yeah,
and then who's this other guy? Is that like Power Boy or something?
I don't know.
they say his name. Yeah, Power Boy.
Power Boy.
Isn't there a Power Boy in Marvel too? No, I'm thinking Marvel Boy.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So there is a funeral service for Eliza, and Steele tries talking to Natasha during this thing because he knows that she's going to be there. But Natasha's like frustrated that he would corner her at the funeral and storms off, which is fair. But Beast Boy offers his help investigating Lex Luthor because he knows something's up. And then we see Red Tornado getting rebuilt with like car parts
in Australia.
Red Tornado.
I don't think that's how they say it. Anyway, 22. Lex Luthor's trying to figure out who Supernova is. And I think he thinks it's Superman.
Yeah.
And then we see some super cakes.
Dude, he has some super cheeks.
Dude,
I'm so glad that you wrote that down as well. Because I was like... I'm
always on the cake hunt, you know?
You are always hunting for cake.
I'm the cake boss. Just like when an ass is just too defined or too big, I just gotta point it out.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorite things, especially on dudes. Yeah.
You only recognize the dude cake.
Yeah. Like women, I'm like, yeah, that's what they do.
Sure.
They're
you always just assume
they're objectifying these women.
Yeah, you always just assume that like the artist is horny or something.
And it's like from this like lower angle to where his ass looks bigger.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. 100%.
So Luther's like been having tests on himself to figure out if he's like compatible with like the metahuman therapy. But he's not.
Yep.
Which is a bummer. And we see this dude, this Native American dude that's on this like, I don't know, Greyhound bus. And it kind of, he's like going to visit like his grandpa or something. And his like dad just died. His name's John, I think. And we see like, and he's supposed to like inherit this stone thing that's been like, it's like something that's been passed down in his family, a sky stone or something.
Yeah, some sort of like cultural amulet thing.
Yeah, so
that gives powers.
It's being passed down from, and it
turns you into super chief.
It turns you into super chief, and you get this cool like furry helmet thing. And I thought this might have been like a new character.
It is.
It's not. It's like a character that was like created in like the 80s.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, it's a new character for us. And then I just hear Super Chief. I'm like, should these white men just be like calling this guy Super Chief?
Yeah, it feels a little, in retrospect.
It was created by a white guy, you know, which is who all comics were created by in like the 80s or whatever.
Yeah.
But like,
this guy's ripped as hell though.
He's huge. And for some reason, his grandpa like asked him to like smother him in his sleep.
Yeah, I didn't understand that either.
Yeah, I guess he was just ready to go.
But like, it's so weird because I wasn't expecting like a random origin this deep into the story for somebody that doesn't have a lot of impact on what's going on in the story.
Yeah,
ultimately.
I think he comes up like once.
I think he dies
later. I don't remember. And then, hold on, I saw like a dumb thing that was funny. So before he like smothers his grandpa, the news is on, and then it's like a newscaster saying, it just cuts in. It's like, over the Jets behind 4 Metropolis touchdowns. So the Jets even suck in the DC universe.
That's definitely a jab at the Jets,
and they get defeated by a fictional team.
Yeah.
And I just thought that was funny.
I love fictional teams.
I had to bring it up. Yeah.
Like there's like Gotham Knights, I think.
Yeah. Is that the hockey team?
It's the hockey one.
Yeah. There's a lot of that in the Tom King run.
Yeah. He's a big sports guy, I think.
I don't think he is.
Or like somewhat.
I think he like knows sports, but he always like brings it up.
Mm-hmm.
And I wish they had like fictional like sports memorabilia. You know, you can get like a jersey or something. I'd wear a Gotham Knights like hockey jersey.
Like you see a civilian of Gotham just wearing like a jersey.
Yeah, that'd be fucking sick.
Yeah. I don't know why, but I feel like the Gotham like football team would feel like the Raiders. You
know, when in like Dark Knight Rises, there's like that football team where he like blows up that football field.
Wasn't that college?
No, it was like pro because they had an actual like receiver from the NFL. His name's Hines Ward.
Oh,
he was on like the Pittsburgh Steelers, and he's like a legend. I think he's like the wide receiver coach now.
Oh, cool.
But he was the one who like ran that touchdown, and like the field was like,
and he had no idea
going down like under him. Yeah, and that was like a black and yellow uniform, so it just kind of reminded me of the Steelers.
Yeah,
which I don't like.
Steelers is fair. It's kind of on the nose to make the thing black and yellow because it's like Batman colors.
Is it
not in that movie, but like it's kind of funny that that's the colors that they chose.
It should have been like black and blue or like gray and blue, dude. Like,
gray and blue would be
that'd be fucking hard.
Oh my god.
Anyway, I just want like a list of like all the teams in the NFL, like in the DC universe.
Yeah,
that'd bring me so much joy.
There's probably like an Etsy shop out there.
Yeah, like there's like the fucking Bloodhaven Hounds or something, you know?
The Bloodhounds.
I don't know about Bloodhaven Bloodhounds.
I like that name. The Central City, like Foxes, something like lame.
Foxes.
Star City, Starfish.
Well, there's an actual hockey team called the Stars, but I don't know about Star City Stars. You know, the Star City Galaxy.
Oh,
because there's like the LA Galaxy.
Yeah,
that's a soccer team.
Yeah,
that'd be sick.
That'd be cool,
dude. We need to fucking do.
We should just make like a sports book.
There's an international team, you know, and it's like fucking Kondak or whatever.
Oh, dude, they would have the craziest soccer team.
The Kondak like Pharaohs or something.
Ooh, I like that.
That'd be hard. I think we got something cooking here.
Yeah, we got something happening.
You know how there's like sports anime? Like we could make like a sports comic book.
A sports comic about corrupted sports. And like sometimes it'll be like villains that are corrupting sports.
About the script.
Yeah.
And it's like Lex Luthor and he's got like a sports book.
Yeah.
And he's like cooking the books.
But then it's like it's
all rigged.
Yeah, it's all rigged, but like our main character is kind of like Matt Murdock's dad, where he's like, no, I got to win for my son or whatever.
No, this is DC, Nathan.
I know, but it'll be like that, but for DC, where he's like, no, I got to win, you know, for my son, make my son proud. And then he's got...
Dude, Cyborg gets drafted.
Dude, there used to be like X-Men baseball issues and shit.
Oh, man.
And bring it back.
Yeah, I'm all about it.
Let's get back on track.
Ah, fuck. Bring up sports. I'm like, wait a minute. So Luthor is like being scrutinized by like this Lex Luthor school that he's opening because apparently for the metahuman therapy, he's like charging some people like, but it's based on like who you are.
Yeah.
So if you have the money, he will charge you like a lot, but he'll also hand select people to get it for free or whatever.
Very socialist of him.
Yeah. And he just starts like turns off some people's powers. Like he's confronted by a guy who like got the treatment, but then they turn off his powers. So he's like kind of ripped off, you know?
Yeah.
Hold on.
I feel like the modern version of the story would be like, it's a subscription service.
Yeah, sure. Or like you buy a Tesla, but it like turns off or something.
Yeah.
And we learn more about like the Plutonium Man and why like Dr. Magnus doesn't like really fuck with that shit anymore because Plutonium Man like went rogue and caused a lot of problems. But the government, they're determined to get like the Metal Men and whatever they need for that. So there's like these knockoff Metal Men that are sent to go like capture him.
Yep.
But like any good scientist, Dr. Magnus has this like giant magnet under his house.
Yeah. So
in case he's ever attacked by other Metal Men, they can they'll be sucked down into the ground and like he can get away. I'm like, that's super fucking convenient.
Yeah, that's
you have exactly what you needed for, and you had the remote on you.
I'm sure he was freaked out about what he was creating. So he's like, maybe I should just make a big magnet.
I guess it could work if like his creations go rogue.
That's what I assumed it was for. Okay. Yeah.
All right, I buy it.
And then there's like huge, like sentinel looking robots.
Yeah, he gets taken by the Sentinels.
Yeah, and they blow up his fucking house.
That sucks.
Yeah.
I don't think he's married or anything, so it's just like his house blew up.
Yeah.
And then Mercury Man, he like gets crushed, like trying to like save him or whatever.
Yeah.
And
week 23, Dr. Magnus gets transported in a giant mech to an island with tons of scientists that have gone missing. Professor Morrow has been recruiting them there to invent stuff and create the future. And Daniel, this is DC Comics having its own Epstein Island, which is insane.
I didn't even think about that.
It's like all the richest, craziest, like fucking mad scientist men, and they're all on Epstein's island, and I'm like, this is absurd.
And they have an unlimited budget.
Unlimited budget to do anything they want. It's crazy. Renee and the Question find an inner gang hideout where they are disciplining Amon Tomaz, which is ISIS's missing brother. The god, not the terrorist organization.
Yeah, they're in Yemen.
They are in Yemen, yep. Renee and the Question like immediately get found out there again because they're really bad at hiding. Like whenever they're trying to
worst detectives.
Yeah, whenever they're trying to like snoop around, they immediately get found by Monster Man.
I'm like, stealth mode is kind of fucked up for me right now because like in Spider-Man 2 you're in stealth mode like all the time.
Oh really?
And like you're right above people, but I'm like, if they just they'll see you in their periph.
Dude, that's how it works in like the Arkham games too.
Yeah,
like you're like 10 feet above them and you fly across the room to like get onto that little gargoyle or whatever, and I'm like,
Spider-Man, he'll like shoot like a web line, you can just walk across it.
Yeah,
you know?
like if anybody has any sort of peripheral, like you're getting seen. It's funny.
Or like Spider-Man will just jump on like a street light, you know, like right next to like some people, and like they can see you probably.
Yeah, it's crazy.
No one has eyes.
So yeah, there's a big fight, and it gets broken up by Black Adam and Isis, who come in to stop it. But Amon is hurt so bad that the only way to heal him is for Black Adam to pass on part of his power to make him Osiris, a new Black Adam person.
I didn't know you could do that.
Yeah, is that how his powers work? I guess he kind of did that for Isis. But
he explained it was like how Shazam like gave powers to like his other Shazamly.
The Shazamly. So, okay, yeah. So I guess he could just apply them some. So does he answer to the same gods as Black Adam does? What's also weird is that Osiris has to say Black Adam to get his powers, but Black Adam has to say Shazam to get his powers.
Yeah, and Shazam has to say Billy Batson to get his powers.
Yeah.
This is a little bit of a lazy design for Osiris. Like,
yeah.
It's just a bigger bolt.
Yeah.
I just need something on his legs. It's just black.
The legs are just like leggings, and I agree. Yeah. I think they could have done a little bit more there.
Yeah, so.
But pretty cool. I mean, that shows like a lot about Black Adam like changing for real, I feel like.
Mm-hmm.
And he really wants to like, you know, make Isis happy and stuff. It's kind of nice. Like I like seeing this kind of Black Adam on like a road to redemption almost. But
yeah, now
that Isis has her family together, she's on board with Black Adam's vision of changing the world, and they want to start with China for some reason.
Yeah.
And that's week 23.
Week 24, good cover.
Yeah, good cover.
So Oliver Queen, he's running for mayor of Star City. That's where he's from.
Okay, nice.
Central City is the Flash. So
okay.
And he gets a phone call when he's at like some political thing. Mm-hmm. And it's from Firestorm, who is like a different Firestorm.
The fire, yeah, he's different from the one in Infinite Crisis. Yeah,
I guess like he got split up, but some other person got sucked into it or whatever. And he's calling Oliver Queen to see if he wants to join the new Justice League.
It's crazy that there's a new Justice League and the most famous person is Firestorm.
Yeah,
like everybody else, nobody is a nobody. I mean, you got Super Chief there, who's really tall, but. Like, there's this like weird alien guy that's like a part of it, and he eats chips.
Did I write it down? No, I didn't.
I'll find it while you keep going. Oh, his name's just Ambush Bug.
So there's Firehawk and Bulleteer, and Super Chief
and Ambush Bug. Is
Ambush
his name.
Bug. He's funny.
I do kind of like him.
I think there's something about him where he says something that's kind of like fourth wall breaking, which is kind of weird. So we go over to like Rhode Island, and that's where Martian Manhunter is. And he's been like earning like the trust of like the government. And he's like, he's been camouflaged as like a human, you know, to go up the ranks.
Yeah, he works for the president, I think.
Yeah, he's like an advisor, and he's building statues of his fallen friends and stuff like that.
Okay, so these are people that died from Checkmate, or is it just heroes that died?
I think just people who died in like Crisis.
Okay.
Because
Booster Gold's there, so
people who he thinks are dead, probably. I don't know.
Got it.
I can't imagine you just make a statue for like his buddies.
Okay. Yeah.
But I actually Booster is dead because remember he blew up the submarine.
Yeah, that's true.
And man, Martian Manhunter has the news.
I was like, it seems like he's done this for people that died in like the Crisis. Booster Gold just died because he was dumb. Right. So, but I guess he still wants to make a statue. This Red Tornado statue is dope because he's doing like his tornado shit.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So Black Adam like goes to China with the Black Adam family, and he's kind of undoing what he was doing at the beginning of the book, where he's like setting up this coalition to where you can just like kill bad people or whatever, because he's a good guy now, and ISIS wants him to because he's a simp.
He's whipped.
And so the new Justice League, they're like fighting like some pirates or something, like ghost pirates.
Yeah, where did they come from?
Which I like. I love just random ass shit.
Like, sure. Yeah, throw that in.
And so as these pirates are here, all these like extra heroes from like not really Infinity Inc., but they are like heroes that got powers from like the LexCorp Everyman program. Project. Thank you. And there's a lot of dumb ones. There's Fireface.
My favorite one is a Immortal Bald Man in Armor, because it really just kind of encapsulates everything I need to know about this guy.
I like Pole Dancer.
Pole Dancer is an interesting one.
The Tornado Ninja. That's neat. Dynamo. There's some good stuff here.
There's some solid ones.
Yeah, we never see these guys again.
Jack of all trades is a little bit long, but good name.
It's neat. I think it works.
Yeah.
And what do we got here? And Skeet's like made some sort of like time portal in order to draw like a supervillain out. I can't remember what who was trying to like draw out, but that was just something that was happening. Skeet's like zaps like Super Chief somewhere.
Yeah, does he die?
No, he's just knocked out, I think.
Okay. I think this is the last we see of him.
Yeah, probably. So we learned that like the United States is like abolished like Checkmate, which is like an organization that keeps an eye on superheroes or something.
Do they work for the government?
They're like a branch of the government or something.
Okay.
Not like a branch, but an organization.
That's fair.
But they were still able to function because they became like a part of the UN. And then we go over to Terrebonne Parish, Louisiana, where there's Belle Rev Federal Prison, and we see Amanda Waller, and she thinks Black Adam is full of shit.
Yeah, I love a good Suicide Squad storyline with Amanda Waller being like, "Nuh-uh."
I haven't gotten to that part yet.
Okay,
and she tells Atom Smasher to make a team. And he's got a bunch of pictures of
villains,
potential villains, which is cool.
Yeah.
And apparently fucking Bane's an option.
Yeah. Like, why just get Bane?
Yeah, just Bane.
Just get Bane.
Atom Smasher and Bane. They win.
There's a dude with like a swastika on his forehead.
Yeah, I know. He could help.
Yeah.
He's in jail for a reason.
I didn't know like Atom Smasher was actually connected to Kahndaq. Like he's in the Black Adam movie as well, so I guess he's like typically connected to Kahndaq in some way.
Well, it's just because like he was in the JSA with Black Adam at the same time.
Oh, okay.
Prior, because there's like a supervillain team with Black Adam in there in Infinite Crisis.
Yeah,
and
like the villain coalition.
I think that's what he did after JSA.
Got it.
Who gets into comics? It's so hard.
Dude, I know. This is too much.
Like,
why have we done this?
It's not annoying that I know this stuff, but like, I'm just like,
just trying to like,
why do I know it?
Like, just trying to be a historian of all this shit is crazy.
Yeah.
Because ultimately it's just people
especially
monthly.
This little shit.
Yeah. Especially when it's like the reality of it is it's just people monthly trying to figure out what will sell. Yeah. And people just take it really seriously because we're dumb. But why do you breathe harder when you're eating donuts? I was just noticing myself breathe harder too.
I think like my body's trying to process it. Like they're like, fuck, dude. We need your lungs right now.
Oh, again? We need some more blood cells coming through. All right, Daniel, issue 25. We're introduced to Bruno Mannheim, who's like the head of Intergang. And he wants to take over Gotham, which seems weird because it's like not that great of a town. There's like a big devil in Boston that Mary Marvel and Junior Marvel try to stop, but the Black Marvel family swoops in and stops it pretty fast. Why are they in Boston? Who knows? But
it looks like Raven's dad.
Yeah.
What's
Trigon?
Trigon, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Elongated Man and the Dr. Fate helmet continue their like week-long journey in the underworld, but nothing really happens. That they're just there. And then Lex Luthor's Infinity Inc. squad has a new person to replace Trajectory. And then we see some guys that are starting up Checkmate again. And we wrap up with an alien dude named Chang Zhu, meaning Intergang's Bruno Mannheim, on Epstein Island to talk about taking over Kahndaq with this dude's like, he's got pretty good weapons, I guess. So, what a weird fucking character.
The egg dude?
Yeah, Humpty Dumpty.
What's he called again?
His name's Chang Zhu. So he's, yeah. And he looks like Humpty Dumpty after he fell and became MODOK.
Not to be confused with Egg Foo.
Is Egg Foo a character?
Yeah, he's like a Iron Man villain.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're right. But yeah, this one's not a great issue. So issue 26, Daniel.
All right. I really like this cover.
Great cover.
Oh my god.
Yeah, looks like a horror comic.
Yeah, or like looks like a horror ad for like a TV show in like the 80s or something.
Yeah, pretty good. Cool.
So the Question and Renee get dropped off in the Himalayas for some reason by the Black Adam family. And they like meet some people there. I think they go to Nanda Parbat.
Nanda Parbat, yeah.
I've read it, but saying it out loud, I feel stupid. Nanda Parbat. And Steel is on like a talk show called You're Wrong. And it's probably in like the Fox of this universe.
Yeah.
And a special surprise guest is Natasha, where they like kind of talk about, you know, the Everyman Project and why it's bad and whatnot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, kind of like a shocking guest.
Yeah. The Savannah family that Dr. Savannah left behind in their mansion, they are hosting the Black Adam family for dinner. And his kids are like fucking with like his science shit.
Mm-hmm.
And over on Oolong Island, where, you know, that egg dude is and all the scientists are, Epstein Island or whatever, if you will, there a woman joins, Nathan.
Ooh,
a woman scientist
who's smart?
A scientist. I mean a scientist, and I believe that her gender is female.
Yes,
unlike the others that are on there. And everyone was like, "Whoa!"
It was like, "Oh my god!"
And they're like tearing down like they're like bikini pictures on the ground and shit on the walls.
She asks for something and everybody throws it all at her.
Yeah. And at that dinner thing at the Savannah place, Osiris like storms out because he doesn't think he has any friends. And I'm like, this guy's such a fucking loser.
Yeah.
And I guess a crocodile man, he broke out of Savannah's lab or whatever, and he attacks like the dinner table and he like eats stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And he runs out and
meets Osiris.
Just are you rushing me right now?
No.
Okay. He meets Osiris and then he's like, I'm just like hungry and I want a friend too. And so they become friends kind of.
What a weird way to end the halfway point, you know?
Yeah, like that's like how you like, because there's like 2 deluxes of like the first 26.
If I had just the first deluxe, and I was like, oh, maybe I'll see if I want the
fucking second one.
I'm like, this guy, and he befriended a gator.
Yeah.
It was strange.
They should have ended the first one with like the Black Adam wedding.
Yeah,
because I'd have been like, fuck, dude.
I would be like, holy shit.
Yeah, like you were saying.
I do kind of like the like friendship between Renee Montoya, the Question, and then like the Black Marvel family.
Yeah, because they like help each other out.
Yeah, they're like, yeah, let me take you to the Himalayas for some reason. You could do whatever you want, but yeah. All right, I have to move to the next deluxe edition, but week 27, Ralph meets and gets the powers of the Spectre for like a little bit, but Spectre brings him to his wife's murderer, who is in space for some reason.
The Spectre's like kind of evil right now.
He's a little unhinged.
Yeah, he's like, if you want her back, you have to like kill the person that killed her in this.
And she's in space. So
yeah.
Evil Skeets is attacking time travelers, trying to find Rip Hunter, who Rip Hunter knows like Skeets is a problem, so he's trying to avoid him. And then Skeets tortures a time traveler named Linear Man.
Good name.
And I think he like implies that he's made from Linear Man or something. But
Skeets?
Yeah. He says something and I'm like, so I guess they like know each other. But anyway, Renee and the Question have built like a little town on that snow mountain and Nanda Parbat, or maybe they found a town.
They probably found a town.
It's weird.
You said they built a town?
It's I don't know, because they were just dropped off there and they're like, I don't know, get to it. But
no, because they met with friends and I think their friends maybe have built it.
Oh, that's probably what happened. So yeah, they're training and Renee finds out that the Question is a smoker with cancer because he's showing like heavy symptoms.
Lung cancer.
Which is shocking because the whole time he's been like, you shouldn't be smoking, you know, it'll do bad stuff to you.
Yep.
And Renee's like, get the fuck out of here. Ralph takes Jean, his wife's murderer, back to the time when she murdered his wife and is going to place her in a time loop there. But the Spectre breaks it off. So Ralph and Dr. Fate set course for Nanda Parbat for some reason. And so I guess Susan's murderer used to be her friend.
But she's also some sort of god thing?
Yeah. And the mid-matter for this issue is kind of cool because this happened in Identity Crisis. The one that was like the Brad Meltzer one.
Oh, I have that.
And
the murder did?
Yeah. And I guess they like added to that because in the comic, there's like a little noise that gets made when like a vase falls over, but they never show what the noise was in Identity Crisis. So Mark Waid created like a reason for there to be a noise for Susan to go investigate, and they just fleshed that out in this.
Dude, I bet if you like read that and then read this, you'd be like, oh,
I know. Like if you're just going through like the
if
crazy,
you fucking remember that, but like
you wouldn't.
Yeah,
it's insane that Mark Waid looked at that and was like, I need to come up with a reason that there was like a noise.
He's like, people are gonna love this.
Yeah, but he's just that guy. He's that bitch who like knows all this shit about the DC universe.
Yeah, so. He's like, what hasn't been talked about? You know, he's just got it.
He probably just rereads all the DC shit all the time, and he looks at something and he's like, there's no reason for that, so let me create a reason for that. You know?
Yeah, I have an issue.
Yeah.
So, all right. So
week 28.
R and Q, Renee in Question. They show Kane this Batwoman, this picture of her in this like Bible thing, and where like it's like this demon like killing like Batgirl, and it's some prophecy or whatever.
Yeah, I don't know how that happened, but whatever.
Yeah. We go back to Australia and we see the red tornado like thing like go and like
he's like a car mech now.
Yeah, he's like a mech, and he goes and attacks like some people that are trying to move the people that live there, but ends up just getting like destroyed by people with just bats and hammers, and then it just kind of goes to salvage.
But he keeps saying 52.
Yeah, I keep saying 52. It's his favorite number. Back with the space gang. They're getting chased by Ekron, the big green thing. They stop and like fight it. And it turns out that it's like a Green Lantern insignia. And it needs the eye, because that's like his eye. And he needs it.
He would like his second eye.
Yeah, he just wants his eye back.
Mainly for like
just giving the fucking eye.
Depth perception. Probably.
Yeah, into sea.
But I don't get this Green Lantern thing at all. I don't know why that's important or like what his deal is. I don't understand.
In the Space Gang, they need to stop the Stygian Passover that would eventually destroy the Earth. So I think it's just this there's energy that's coming through the universe and it's around where they're at.
Yeah.
And eventually it'll get to Earth and destroy it.
It's like this impending doom. So they're like, well, shit, we got to stop this before
That's super fucking convenient.
Yeah.
That, they just know about this.
Mm-hmm.
Batwoman, Question, and Renee are fighting some Mannheim people.
Lots of splash pages in this issue.
Yeah.
Which is kind of cool.
And so I think they're... I can't remember. Are they friends with the Ekron now?
They become friends with the Ekron eventually, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway. 29.
That one is a messy issue. I don't know.
Yeah, it wasn't fun to talk about.
It's Thanksgiving. Wildcat, Alan Scott.
This is kind of cool.
I love this issue, dude. Oh my god.
They have a Thanksgiving issue and a Christmas issue.
I know. That's how you know it's like a TV show. They're like, it's Thanksgiving time. We got to fucking make a Thanksgiving issue.
Was there a Valentine's Day issue?
I think there was actually.
Yeah, maybe in the later issues.
But it's Thanksgiving, and the JSA, which now is just Wildcat, Alan Scott, and Jay Garrick, the best members of the team, if we're being honest, are like, man, look at how old we are. Look at all these kids with their powers now, and they got no heart. So they're just kind of doing that.
It's giving very Kingdom Come vibes.
Yeah. And then the Luthor's Infinity Inc. debuts Jade, but it's not Alan Scott's daughter Jade. It's just someone who decides to get the name Jade.
Yeah, because
she's assigned it, I think. But
Luthor buys the copyright for all of these dead heroes, and one is just Alan Scott's daughter, and she doesn't even have lantern powers. She has poison ivy powers.
Yeah, she's plant powers.
She can generate plants or something.
Yeah. And so Alan's son, Obsidian, pops in. He's like, "Do you see this shit?
That guy's awesome."
With Jade. And then he gets angry and causes a fight that Alan has to break up. I didn't even know he had a son.
Yeah, he was in the JSA book that we read.
I don't remember that.
I think he was all black and he kind of looked like space, Oh,
is that the guy?
Yeah. So this is kind of an older...
It's a different feel.
He's got this Venom cape thing.
He also went crazy at some point, but now he's trying to be chill.
He kind of looks like Blue Beetle, the way his suit's designed.
Yeah, I agree.
Kind of a cloak kind of thing.
Yeah.
Where he makes these black hole things. Anyway.
On Epstein's Island, the scientists carve a turkey.
Oolong Island.
I'll start calling it that.
It's like a mutant turkey with 6 legs.
Oh my god, you're right.
And Savannah's cutting it up with a chainsaw.
That is so funny.
So dumb.
Will Magnus still doesn't want to be there, and Chang Su gets mad at Will Magnus for not making the Plutonium Man. And then the girl there rats out Magnus's pills that stop him from going crazy, which would help him make Plutonium Man, and so the guards take it away. What the fuck is that girl's name? It's Victoria or something?
Something like that.
Yeah. And Steel starts shedding his steel skin back to normal, so they find out that Luthor's Everyman program has an expiration. So that's big news.
Is it an expiration or he just turns it off?
He can turn it off and it expires.
Okay. So we get Batman in issue 30.
Yeah.
Which is cool. We get the OG kind of Batman design.
I love this Batman history page is awesome.
Yeah, super sick. So we see a montage of different things that happen.
Death in the Family.
Yeah, under the Red Hood.
Other things.
Killing Joke.
Oh yeah. Nightfall.
Thank you. And
others.
Nightwing and Robin. They're somewhere and they're taking down some bad guys, and I guess they've been gone for 6 months. They're on vacation.
Yeah.
And so I guess that checks out with what week we're at right now.
Yeah, that's true. Halfway through.
And they find a bat suit where they are. So the Question's dying. He's
got cancer.
Bedridden. Yeah, with the cancer. And Renee is staying with Kate Kane just at her house. And it's kind of like a lot of like
transitional stuff.
Yeah, they're just like talking about that. And Bruce Wayne is like in a desert somewhere, and he's like he's like fighting these like people, the wanted 10-eyed men, and it's like these like Pan's Labyrinth looking guys.
Yeah, they have eyes on their fingers.
Yeah, eyes on their fingers, and they have like bandanas over their eyes and shit.
What was the ninja group called that trained him again?
The League of Shadows?
League of Shadows. This is not them, right?
Yeah.
This is just somebody else.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or what's the other name? Not League of Assassins?
League of Assassins.
It's
that sounds more right.
I think Shadows is like
Is that the Green Arrow one?
I think League of Shadows is what they call it in like the Nolanverse.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, he's in this desert and he has to like stop these guys because if he does that, like it'll like defeat his demons, like his inner demons or whatever.
Sure. Whatever.
And
a weird spiritual journey.
But yeah, Batman's just like gone right now. He's just on this
backpacking tour pretty much.
Essentially. Kate Kane, she's like fighting like animal people with Dick. I can't remember why they got to this point.
I think they were just both investigating the same thing that led to the same thing. So, because I think this is in Gotham, so it makes sense that Nightwing comes back. There's a thing that happens. They're both there.
Yeah, they're just causing a ruckus, and they decide that they need to look for Mannheim.
Yeah.
And issue 31.
Dude, one of these monster men is like a snake, and it's funny like looking at like drawings of this snake guy because they wanted to make him buff, and so they gave him like pecs, which makes no sense because he has no arms
and abs. Well, he's got like arms, but they look like they're just like inside of his skin. Like he looks like a man in like a snake costume.
Oh, do you think he morphed into that?
Yeah.
Oh, that makes sense.
So he's got some of the muscles still.
I thought it was just funny that they're like, how do I make a snake look buff? Like let me give him pecs.
I like the Warthog Man.
Yeah, Warthog Man's funny. Week 31. There's an invasion happening on an alien planet that Rocket Man is trying to stop.
Oh, yeah.
Some random alien planet and random guy. But the invasion is too strong. Even like the lanterns of the Green Lanterns of Sector 3500 can't help. And they don't end up getting backup because the Guardians are scared of like where the invasion came from, which is from a character named Lady Styx. And I just like pointed out like some of this Green Lantern stuff is definitely Grant Morrison because it's like there's a lot of stuff in his run of Green Lantern where the lanterns are speaking weird, even though they have like a universal translator thing.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this is very Grant Morrison.
Yeah, there's like
I think it's fun though.
There's like the ant lantern or whatever.
Yeah, and he just like has these weird speech impediment things, but
he's a lantern.
Good one.
And there's this like cross lantern thing. Do you see that? It looks like a cross joint. But
yeah.
That's funny.
I think is that where the Guardians are?
Is that a stronger one? I don't know. Are they in that?
I think they're in that.
Are they not on Oa?
They should be on Oa.
Anyway. But like the Guardian, did you say that the Guardians like aren't sending help to this planet?
Yeah, because they're like scared.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's interesting like how the invasion happens because they just arrive on these big cubes, which
they're being attacked by sugar cubes.
Which I think it's
that seems pretty Morris.
Yeah.
Or Morrison. Being attacked by shapes.
Yeah. We see Rocket Man being taken hostage by Lady Styx's army, and she eats lantern power rings. Like
that's pretty cool.
Just like a nice little snack. Lobo, Animal Man, and Starfire and Adam Strange, they can kind of like see this invasion thing from a distance. And so that's kind of cool. Like it's cool to see like the people fuck around in space storyline is like kind of coming together. I was kind of wondering what the hell was going on with them. But yeah, issue 32. Oh, wait. Sorry, I missed part of it. In LexCorp Tower, Everyman is spying on people with his shape-shifting powers. There's a guy named Everyman. And
I kind of like that name.
Yeah. He's pretending to be Natasha's boyfriend, Jake. And Ralph goes to Metropolis and talks to Wonder Girl about the Cult of Connor being like a scam. But the resurrection part was real. And then Ralph figures out who Supernova is and he like confronts him, but it's not revealed to us who it is. And this guy's shape-shifting power is dependent on him eating some sort of organic matter, which is kind of interesting to me.
Yeah, so like to be another person, he'd have to eat like their toenails.
Yeah, or like a strand of their hair or some shit, which is weird.
Which is ucky.
It's just inherently weird.
And then I think like it shows up later that he was like eating like his legs and shit.
He just likes it, so he just like kept eating. But yeah,
which is cool.
It's that's a good villain. Yeah, in general. And at this point, I'm like, dude, this supernova mystery is pretty spicy. So I was really enjoying it.
That was probably like the best part, I think.
Yeah, just trying to like figure out who it is. Is it like a Superman or what? But yeah.
Yeah. 32.
Yep.
Ralph is now on like a snow place. Mm-hmm. Is he going to Nanda Parbat?
He's trying to go to Nanda Parbat.
He's going to the Lost Land, and he gets attacked by a Yeti, but an avalanche stops it, luckily.
Mm-hmm. Nanda Parbat feels like a Kunlun.
Yeah, you gotta climb the 9,999 stairs to get there.
Just do one more.
Yeah. There's this dude there. His name's Yao Fei, and he can cause damage by whistling.
I like that.
It's so fucking dumb.
I like it.
And so Yao Fei and Ralph got to go catch the Yeti. Mm-hmm. And because he helps him catch the Yeti, he can see the Ramakrishna, which is the thing he's looking for.
Yeah.
And I think I was supposed to tell him if he was like able to bring his wife back somehow, or was supposed to tell him if there's a way, but he doesn't get what he came for. The Teen Titans are drafting new heroes, and Osiris and Sobek, that alligator dude, they want to join, but you know, Beast Boy doesn't want to recruit them because they're affiliated with Black Adam, who is like a murderer, and he murders a dude on TV like a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, it's pretty spicy.
Yeah.
So he's a little controversial at the moment.
Yeah. We go back to the Space Gang, and they have like a bounty, and I can't remember if there's a bounty on them.
There's a bounty on them.
Okay. And they're running from Alien War Machine.
Yep. Going back to the Teen Titans, like, I wonder how hard it was to make like original designs for every hero of the Everyman Project, because I feel like they do a pretty good job.
They weren't that fucking like creative with it. It was just kind of people.
I think some of them are like pretty good. Like there's this person that has like a checkered part with like purple on it, or like
those bits. Okay.
Yeah.
So like these like miscellaneous kind of characters.
Yeah, like they're not part of like Infinity Inc., but they still create their own costumes and stuff.
Dude,
or like,
there's a guy named Pulsar, and he's got the name Pulsar on his chest.
That's not as creative, but yeah. Or like there's like a Frankenstein
Master
looking
of Sound.
dude.
It even says too. He's got a subtitle on his outfit.
But like, can you imagine being like a costume designer during like this time? Like you're making bank.
I like this dude who has like a negative design on his chest. Like I feel like he's like has magnet powers,
like white and red.
Yeah,
I like him too.
That's pretty neat.
But like, imagine being like a vendor that's like affiliated with like Lex Luthor, and you like make superhero costumes.
Yeah, I like that dude in like Invincible.
Yeah, like I forget his name, but exactly like him. Like your business is
it's like Sal or something
through the roof.
Yeah. Get some inks or pencils and some mid matter. Pretty good stuff.
Also, why doesn't Ralph just use his stretchy powers to put the medallion on the beast? That's all I'm saying. He's like sworn it off, but
they had to
for
put
some
a medallion on the Yeti or whatever to
and he has
turn
to
him.
like jump on him, which seems very dangerous. So just like use your stretchy powers.
Jumping on a Yeti, dude.
Yeah.
He definitely could have.
Yeah.
But next is a Christmas issue, Nathan.
Yes. Issue 33.
So I'm jealous you got all the holiday episodes.
Yeah, I know. Like I love Christmas episodes for things, or Christmas issues, but so it's Christmas week. Ralph grabs a gun from storage, and Nightwing gives an authentic battering to Batwoman, which is nice. And Lex Luthor gives all of Infinity Inc. expensive cars, which is nice as well.
We see Alfred.
We do?
Yeah.
Oh, he's just like...
He's like singing Christmas carols with kids and stuff.
That's so cute.
At a Cathedral Square.
Yeah.
It's kind of nice that he's in there.
Luthor then finds out the boy in the Everyman Project that was about to die from being a part of the project is spontaneously mutated in order to adapt to accept the serum or whatever. And so in the Christmas spirit, Luthor orders this kid to be killed and have his scientists study his organs so that he could potentially find a way to adapt to the metahuman gene as well.
Yeah, he was like worried because this dude was about to die, but then like he survived. He's like, all right, let's kill him now.
He's like, yeah, let's figure out why he survived so that I can get superpowers, which
now
is
he's
fucking
valuable.
crazy.
Yeah.
Like it's such dark Luthor shit, and I love it. But when he's given this report, there's like a bunch of letters that are just supposed to be like normal, like writing on it, but it's just like
fucking gibberish.
They just like smash the keyboard a bunch of times, and it's just like, you know, there's like semicolons and shit in there, and like just make like little scribbly lines.
Yeah,
you know,
just do
they
scribble.
can't be that hard, right?
Yeah, I feel like that'd be faster than typing this out and then
And
putting it on there.
and like formatting it to the
yeah,
that's
like
what I'm
shaping it and warping it.
and yeah.
Yeah, it's like there's like one paragraph you're supposed to pay attention to, and then the paragraph above and below it is just fucking gibberish.
Yeah, it's like, and it's so distracting. I'm like, why? Because they do that every single time someone has to read something on a paper, but there's more. Like anytime there's more stuff that you're not really supposed to read, it's just like them just typing a bunch of letters over and over on the keyboard. But the Question is acting more and more delirious because of his medication. Renee Montoya is doing her best to make him comfortable in what seems like the end for him. And
she's getting real comfortable with Kate Kane.
Yeah, she is getting pretty comfortable. And then we see just like more superheroes receiving gifts, which is nice. But am I wrong to say that giving a wrench to Cyborg and an arrow to Green Arrow is probably the worst gifts you could give to those two characters?
Dumbest shit.
Like, there's no way Cyborg's excited about a big fucking wrench.
Yeah.
He's like, he doesn't even look amused either.
I mean, like, quality tools are like nice. Superman gets like a tie, or no, some dad gets like a tie.
Yeah. I like that Guy Gardner is making a lantern construct of Santa flying on his sleigh.
That's fun.
I think that's fun.
And then we just see like Red Tornado in like a junkyard.
Yeah, he's not having a good time.
Yeah, it's just his head.
And in an attempt to make it seem like they have changed for the better, the Black Marvel family televised themselves in human form to portray their journey or whatever. But Amanda Waller doesn't buy it. And she thinks that Black Adam, hasn't changed. And she assembles the Suicide Squad to go after him. And this is a weird Suicide Squad.
Do you know who this is from memory?
They did say who they were, but we have Atom Smasher, who's not really part of it. We have Captain Boomerang. We have Plastique, I believe, is one of them.
Yeah, she can like blow up or something.
And there's like Persuader, I think.
Yeah, he's like this guy with his axe thing.
Big axe. I can't remember the other guys.
All right. So, because we also have Vertigo, which is that green dude.
Yeah.
And I don't know what he does. And then we have Electrocutioner.
Nice. Vertigo makes people confused, like gives them vertigo. So they like become all stunned and shit.
It's a dumb name.
I think it's
a little
pretty
on
good.
the nose. Yeah, we get a feet cover, dude.
Oh my God.
Look at those dogs,
Whose
dude.
feet are these?
Why is this so detailed? Like they're wrinkly.
He spent hours on these feet.
Can you imagine like his wife walks in, he's like, "What the fuck are you drawing?" Like, just feet pics,
Or like maybe he's like giving himself a photo ref, so he sets up like a tripod. He puts his feet in front of it.
You take a picture of my feet. It's not for feet finder, I swear.
Yeah.
So we get the Suicide Squad. They're somewhere to spy on the Redwood National Forest in California, and they're spying on the Black Adam family.
Mm-hmm.
Currently, Osiris is on like the Teen Titans, but he's with the Black Adam family, and I can't remember what caused them to do it. I think they're trying to bring them in. That's what Amanda Waller wanted them to do. But them fighting them and stuff just provokes them, and it causes Osiris just to kind of break, and he fucking flies through Persuader.
God damn it, dude.
Like absolutely flies through him. Like he gets cut in half and there's organs on Osiris.
It's always the good guys that are super powerful that accidentally get pushed too far.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah, he's like fucking
because he was trying his best.
Yeah. And so everyone's like, holy shit. And then it magically starts raining, and the Black Adam family leaves. But the actual goal of Amanda Waller was never to bring them in. He just wanted to provoke them, and they were recording the whole thing to have like evidence that the Black Adam family is no good.
She's so smart.
Yeah, it's super smart. So Natasha is like shopping, and he has all these like cop friends or whatever that, you know, escort them out so that they can like leave without getting bombarded by fans. And they go down the stairwell, and Steele is actually there, and he just kind of wanted to have this plan to talk to her and corner her.
Yeah.
And just kind of tell her that Luthor has the ability to turn off powers, you know, because he had just lost his like metal skin.
Mm-hmm. What's the point? Like, he makes this whole elaborate scheme to like get Steele to talk to Natasha, but then he like doesn't really say anything to her like directly.
Yeah.
Because he's like, look into it or whatever. Like, he says something and then he's like, look into it. But like, just say Luthor's serum or whatever has an expiration. It's very clear because I'm not a big Steel man anymore, and he's controlling the heroes.
Yeah,
and
he's
then
like,
tell her to look at the facts.
It's like, how the fuck did Blockbuster move so fast to stop what's her name trajectory?
Yeah.
In order to like kill her. And so he just said to look into it.
Yeah, he says, you're a scientist, Nat. That's what you told me. Just look at the facts, draw your own conclusions. Just say what's happening, then tell her to look at the facts and you'll find it. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah. So Luthor is like interrogating Clark Kent because he thinks Clark Kent knows who Supernova is. Mm-hmm. And he's like, it's Superman, isn't it? And he's like, it's not Superman. But the question is hospitalized.
Yep.
They made it seem like he died, but he didn't.
Yeah.
And it is New Year's Eve, Nathan.
2007.
And there's all these heroes flying, waiting for the countdown, you know, the Metropolis ball to drop.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, Luthor is just, he's got his TV remote. He's going to change the channel.
And he's turning off everybody's powers at the start of the new year.
Hey, that's spoilers. That comes.
Well, that's what he's clearly about to do.
I don't think it's that clear.
I think it's pretty clear. What else is he doing with a big remote?
But we're also heavily spoiled by this next cover, which is probably the coolest cover in this book.
Yeah, this was the best cliffhanger in a while, and then this is probably the coolest cover in the book because it's the most like sinister looking.
Followed by the coolest issue, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
So it might be my favorite. And we got Dan Jurgens.
Art dude. In this. I think this is the only issue he did.
And he fucking kills it in this. I think he only does like the second half of it.
Yeah.
But I think like Phil Jimenez does like the first half. But when he like, when his shit comes in, I'm like, who does this?
That is Jurgens, yeah.
Yeah, it's just like kind of that old school kind of like look. And I just think it looks awesome.
Yeah. I think one of the colors kind of, or one of the inkers inks him weird. So it was kind of hard to tell if it was Jurgens or not. But
Andy Lanning?
Yeah. Like something about, or maybe it was this Rapman dude, because, yeah, but so all the everyman superheroes, they start falling from the sky with the expectation.
Because they can all fly.
Yeah. With the exception of the Infinity Inc. heroes. Like, they still have their powers.
Yeah, so they're like the main team.
Yeah, but everybody else, their powers get turned off all at the same time. And, you know, they're all trying their best to help with the chaos. Supernova confronts Luthor, but ultimately leaves him to, like, go help. And this chapter being called Reign of the Supermen is so funny.
Yeah.
Because I think it's a reference to when Superman died and there was the Reign of the Supermen.
Yes, it is. I think it's, yeah.
Well, okay. I'm just explaining that for you that don't get it and why that's funny.
Okay.
But, like, you know, it's cool. This issue is also cool because, like, you see the regular heroes like stepping in to help, and they're like, "What the fuck is going on here?" You know. Mm-hmm. The next day, Luthor explains that it was a hidden gene sequence that caused the chaos, but luckily, Infinity Inc. is clean, so they don't have that gene sequence.
There's this bit where like one of the everymen, like he's like, "Oh, I can catch one of the people that are falling."
It's this like big lady,
and it doesn't work, and he gets like fucking smushed.
Yeah, that was funny. Natasha knows Luthor like is up to something and then tells her boyfriend Jake about it. And at that point, I'm like, he's definitely still the shapeshifter, like about to rat to Luthor. But, you know, the group that's out in space visits the planet destroyed by Lady Styx, and Lobo comes clean about his intentions to turn this group into Lady Styx for the bounty pretty much the whole time. Or at least that's what their plan is going to be.
Real quick, there's a bit with Plastic Man, and I guess his son is also a stretchy guy.
Yeah.
He's called Offspring.
Yes, I did know this.
Nah, that's pretty punk.
It is pretty. It's pretty punk. Good band.
Good band.
But also weird name for a superhero.
Yeah,
because it's like, I'm my dad's.
What a Plastic Boy, dude.
Yeah. Plastic Boy would be good too. But
or you think like
he's got such a drastically different suit. Like he looks very Future Foundation.
Yeah, he looks like I don't know what he looks like, but he looks like something.
I love the trope of like stretchy guys being like when they're like
tangled up.
When they're injured, and they're all just tangled up.
I need help.
Like, oh man, get this guy on a stretcher.
Who has a lot of experience with Xbox controllers?
like he's on a stretcher and he's all tangled up. Which I think so they like picked up all of his like tangled bits.
Hold on, they say what situation. He's in Metropolis when all the Luther's self-made heroes start falling from the sky, and he got all tangled up.
How? Maybe he was just trying to catch.
Did they tangle him up?
I don't know. But so yeah, they're going to act like Lobo's bringing in these guys for the bounty, but they're just trying to get in front of Lady Styx. So,
yep. Yeah, Jurgens draws like a great Starfire with like the 80s hair and shit.
Yeah, it's such big 80s hair. It's awesome.
And then I'm a big fan of his. What did he do? Did he do Blue and Gold? Or was he just the artist on that? Or is he was just the writer?
He was the one that created Booster Gold.
Oh, he did some JSA stuff, didn't he?
He did the Death of Superman, I'm pretty sure.
Stuff that we've read on the pod.
He
did like some JSA issues, didn't he?
He's done some JSA stuff, I believe. He wrote Blue and Gold. And
he had a couple pages in Blue and Gold that were him.
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Yeah. Like that
a couple pages in JSA, I believe, were also him.
Yeah, okay, that's what I was thinking of.
Yeah, but he's always been a Titan.
Yeah. So we got issue 36?
6.
So Lobo takes the space gang to Lady Styx. They get attacked by like her minions or whatever.
I like how glowy this part of space is. Like a lot of neon looking like aliens.
That's how I prefer space to be.
In clouds. Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah, not like that refugee planet where it just looks like a cave or whatever.
I like how cyberpunk this all looks.
Yeah. So Lady Styx is just like eating like, I don't know, body parts or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And they get attacked by the minions, like I said, and then Lobo decides to like break his vow of pacifism.
Mm-hmm. I like that because they like keep calling him a bitch, and he's like, ah!
Yeah. Lady Styx like gets on like the Ekron head, the green head thing or whatever,
mm-hmm.
and then I think he like Ekron like flies out, and they get eaten by this space cloud thing,
which just teleports him away or something.
I don't know. I feel it looked like they were like actually eaten.
Okay,
so I'm just going with that.
Yeah,
and I guess Animal Man had been poisoned by one of these
like
minions
bullets?
or whatever, or bullets or whatever, and he dies.
It sucks that he dies that way.
Yeah, are you shitting me? And what sucks is like in San Diego on Earth, like his family like starts to cry because they just kind of like feel him die.
I guess they have that some sort of connection like that to
Buddy.
Buddy.
He's got connection to like animals, so it doesn't seem that far fetched that he'd be, because we're all animals, Nathan.
We are all animals. If you really think about it,
sometimes you just gotta let it out. And so his wife like feels like his death.
Yeah.
And so Montoya is like watching like Question die. He looks like drastically different drawn by this guy.
Yeah.
Looks like a guy named Justin or something.
Okay.
And so she gets a crazy idea in her head that she can just take his body to the lost city of Nanda Parbat and it'll save him.
His frail body.
Yeah. In the blistering cold of the Himalayas.
Just like pull him on a sled.
Yeah.
She's dumb for this, right?
It was kind of dumb.
Like, this is where I start hating this whole plot line.
Especially because, spoilers, it doesn't work.
It doesn't work.
And he just
fucking so close.
He just like suffers
the rest of his life. So much more than he needed to.
Yeah.
I become a Renee hater from this point on.
Because weren't they in Nanda Parbat earlier?
They were.
Okay.
And she finds out he has cancer in Nanda Parbat.
So, yeah, why'd they leave?
And so they leave.
I don't know. I think ISIS sent like Renee, not the terrorist organization, the Egyptian goddess.
Yep.
Like this like flower thing that's not supposed to die or whatever. And if you crush it up, it can heal people. But it just turned to ashes in the box because it left Nanda Parbat.
Yep.
So she thinks that could work. And so she just stocks up on morphine. which is crazy.
Can you just do that?
Yeah. We go over to Kondak, and there's like pictures of Osiris murdering, what's his name?
Mm-hmm.
And it's like the same panel from that issue. I'm like, why are there news people like seeing this exactly happen?
The comics. Yeah.
Well, I guess it would just be like the pictures that Amanda Waller had. Mm-hmm. So I guess we were seeing that issue through what she was seeing.
But then, did you notice that they doctored that image and it makes it look like he was more angry when he was doing it? I guess that was like a plot point at some point.
Yeah, they said that. Did you look at that panel and you look?
No, I didn't think about it. I can go back though.
All right, show me it when you see it. And so he looks like a murderer in the paper. Hold on, I saw
no,
like
it's the same panel.
It is? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, look.
Yeah, so he looks the same.
Okay.
Hold on. Oh, there's like a lettering mistake on.
Dude,
there's like a lot.
There's a few grammar mistakes.
Some of them are like on purpose, but there's like this bit where like it's Sobek talking to him, and then this other panel. This one was supposed to be connected to Osiris's panel because it's like they hate us, Sobek, but it's saying,
but it's Sobek talking.
Yeah. And so I'm like, got him. Who did this?
Yeah,
call him out.
How many people were working on this shit? No one caught that.
Yeah, they did not use editors for this bullshit.
I guess not.
All right, I'm gonna call him out. Pat Brousseau, he's actually pretty good.
Yeah, I like that dude.
He does a lot of work. It's okay. We all make mistakes. Who's the editor?
Who did the final drafts?
Edited by Michael Siglane.
What a loser.
Dipshit.
I'm sure this is all very hard to coordinate.
Yeah, we all make mistakes. That's fine. And so Rip Hunter is with Supernova, and Rip Hunter's like not linear right now, so he's not speaking normally. So I'm like, there's a lot of fucking mistakes here. But no, he like his like words are like backwards and shit.
I do like that.
And like it just and he's like stuttering.
He's kind of like glitching like Peter B. Parker and like but he's not visually glitching. It's just like his words.
Yeah, they just said that he wasn't linear or whatever, but it's revealed that they're in Kandor, which is like that mini city that's in the Fortress of Solitude.
Such a good hiding spot.
The best hiding spot.
Which is, it's so...
They're murdering hide and go seek.
Yeah, if there's a hide and seek for all the DC universe, that is a prime spot to go
But
hide.
also, Skeets is right outside of it.
Yeah, Skeets found it.
Yeah, Skeets is hide and go seek champion. You cannot hide from Skeets.
Yeah.
But also he knows everyone's hiding spots because he can see the future, or he knows the future.
Oh, that's true.
Cheaters.
He would be the best. All right, week 37, Skeets starts to destroy Kandor. Supernova has to size up and confront Skeets with his real identity, which is Booster fucking Gold. And god damn it, fuck the spoiler, which is the cover for this issue. Did you catch that? It's literally Supernova on the bottom, but Booster Gold on the top. And I'm like, is Booster Gold Supernova?
I really didn't make that connection.
I did immediately. And then I saw that Booster Gold comes out. And I'm like, what the fuck?
I saw that. I'm like, wow.
I wish I had that reaction. Because that would have been the coolest reveal. But like the fucking cover spoils it for me.
Because they pull off his mask, and then Supernova like goes out of Kandor and then grows bigger.
Yeah.
And saves it because like Skeets just knocks it over or some shit, like a cat.
It was cool. Yeah. Booster explains that when he went into that bunker...
There's a lot of spoiler covers.
I know, but that one's the worst.
What were they thinking?
Easily. I know. Come on, J.G. Jones.
Yeah.
Or Keith Giffen, whoever outlined it. It's fucking stupid. So when Booster initially went into that bunker in Arizona that said like, oh, it's all his fault or whatever, Rip Hunter had cloaked himself and told Booster about Skeets' dark truth. So Booster fakes his death by transporting himself weeks before and becoming Supernova to interact with himself so Skeets wouldn't know who Supernova was. And in the meantime, he was gathering weapons for Rip Hunter to try and defeat Skeets.
There's this bit where like Booster Gold has to like distract Skeets while Rip Hunter can like make something to stop him.
Yeah.
And So he has to like fight Skeets, you know? And I feel like this would be such a funny like injustice matchup.
It's just like
Cold and Skeets. Yeah. It's like brothers against brothers.
Yeah. It reminds me of there's a level in Halo 3 where you have to try and fight one of those like floating orb things. No.
Oh.
I forget what it's called. It's like Guilty Spark or something.
It's like when you
it's like just an orb with a laser and you have to shoot it and like
it's like in Portal where you have to like fight that big bad
GLaDOS.
Guy. GLaDOS?
Yeah.
It's a cool name. That sounds like someone that'd be in like God of War.
Yeah. You're thinking of Kratos. I like that Supernova was more popular to the public than Booster, even though it was Booster all the time, like all along. So
he just had to like play it cool.
Yeah. And
like,
he didn't have to like, he had to like stop himself from like gloating and all that so that he doesn't like give up his cover.
Yeah. And I know he's like doing it for like the greater good or whatever, but he's also just like destroying his rep.
Yeah. Which is crazy. And like, I don't think the time travel stuff really checks out to like traditional time travel means, but there's a part where Booster Gold has to take his corpse from like the future and replace it with himself real quick. So
the one that's actually dead.
Yeah, like that's him, but like later on in life, he has to just like hold his corpse and drop it so that it looks like he exploded during the submarine explosion, and it's just like what the fuck?
I guess he could use like any corpse, you know,
but he chose his corpse
in case they do DNA testing or something like that. But like, I guess it would be unethical to use like someone else's body. You know?
It would be. And so Rip Hunter goes for the Hail Mary, trying to suck Skeets into the Phantom Zone, but Skeets absorbs the entire Phantom Zone. And then Rip and Booster are like, well, fuck, that didn't work. And so they escape by going back in time, and then Skeets like follows them. And Skeets has to have a hell of a hard drive to absorb the entire Phantom Zone. But this is a sick double page spread of like all of this shit happening.
It is cool, yeah.
Oh man, this is the most comic booky issue for sure.
You know what I should have did? I should have took like our third camera and just pointed it over the omnibus.
That would have been smart. Next time, episode 300.
Yeah, we need Dingen to remind us.
There's some Oliver Queen and Black Canary stuff. They don't really know where Ralph is. And the group in space holds a memorial for Animal Man, which is nice. And then they leave his body, but Animal Man is still alive and wakes up, but he wakes up to like 2 aliens. The fuck is that ending?
I think that's fun.
It is fun, but he's like in space.
I don't know why he just like lives when they thought he was dead.
I don't really ever understand how he lives, but these aliens definitely do something, and we never really know their motivations.
You know, you have to give this book credit, like, because you can like follow for the most part, you know,
for sure, yeah.
Like especially coming off of Infinite Crisis, you're just like, I don't know what happened there, but then like here, I'm like, okay,
yeah.
So
there's like, you know, there's like parts of this book I'm sure that could have been condensed down to be a little bit more lean. Like,
but they had to fill 52 issues, didn't they?
They had to fill 52 issues. This is a big, ambitious project that takes like a year long. And so they give you like a little bit over a long time, which I think is nice. Because in Infinite Crisis, they give you everything all at once, all the time.
They kind of drip feed you in this one. Yeah. And then we got probably the most metal cover of the book.
Yeah, this one's pretty cool.
Yeah, this one's fucking hard. I don't even know what I'm looking at.
The 4 Horsemen.
Yeah. So we got Dr. Morrow rebuilding the Plutonium Man.
Yep.
And, you know, because he's off his meds and he can do it now.
Yep.
So we got what they're calling the Science Squad, which is the people on Oolong Island who are creating the 4 horsemen of, like, I guess the apocalypse kind of.
But they're technology?
But they're like built. They're like not like the biblical ones or whatever.
Just representative of those.
Yeah, so really freaky looking ones. One kind of looks like a parademon.
Yeah, he does.
The death one's probably the coolest.
Yep, he's got big wings.
One's just like a mech.
One just has like a big minigun.
Yeah, or a couple miniguns, whatever. Montoya's not finding Nanda Parbat very easily.
She's like, shit, how did I do this in the first place?
And questions like just rattling off like random shit. And he basically like dies and until Nanda Parbat just pops up right behind them.
Yeah, she was so close.
Yeah.
I like when she uses his mask to cover his face to keep him warm, which can't be that warm,
Yeah, it's like,
if anything, it gets wet and it makes him colder.
It looks like it's probably like as thin as like rice paper or something.
Yeah, it would have to be, I feel like.
Or like a little bag.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's it.
Yeah,
just being brief.
There's like some Luther stuff in there. They're just trying to get him adapted to the thing, but that's pretty much it.
Another spoiler cover, Nathan.
But actually, there's a spoiler color. But
did I miss something?
I just have something to say. Like at the end, before Question dies, he's like able to talk full sentences.
Yeah, he becomes like
a little bit like better, because the entire few issues before this, he's barely able to like mutter a word. Like he's barely able to talk, and so now he's like randomly able to just talk when he's been weak for like weeks. So
what's that word when you're like? It's like people who have like amnesia or like
disoriented.
Yeah. What's the thing where your memory's not very good? Like the disease.
It's kind of like amnesia, I guess.
Alzheimer's.
Alzheimer's,
like Alzheimer's, but sometimes people with that can come back to like who they are. It's not. I'm thinking like lucid, but I'm like, that's not a word. Lucid. Yeah, he's lucid for a second.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe. Week 39. Natasha goes to talk with one of Luther's head scientists to just find out more about this program, but he blows himself up. On Oolong Island, they are prepping the release of their 4 horseman weapons, but Will Magnus is acting insane when he's actually just fine, and he's trying to escape. And his Mercury Metal Man is there with him. So he's been faking, I think, his craziness this whole time. On Kondak, Osiris is sad, and Black Adam doesn't know how to help. And then also there's like a bunch of vegetation that starts dying on Kondak. So there's like a lot of small things that happen in this issue. Jake reveals that he's actually the shape-shifting everyman, and Jake, who's Natasha's boyfriend, has been dead for a while. We even see like his dead body with like parts of his leg eaten, parts of his arm eaten. It's pretty gross.
Yeah, and just like a plate and fork.
Wait, is there? Oh my god, that's so funny. Wait, there's like a checkered like fucking table cover, like it's a pizza restaurant. That's
he's
absurd.
Having a fucking picnic.
Yeah, he's got a glass of wine.
That's probably just blood.
That's absurd.
Like, why's he got a pizza cutter? What's that gonna do?
What is that? Yeah, it's gotta be pretty fucking sharp.
It's probably like, a bone cutter or whatever, but still.
So Natasha starts to fight him, but Lex Luthor steps in and now has the abilities from the Everyman Project, and he's calling himself Superman.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just now realizing that Everyman's name was Hannibal, and how cheesy of a name that is for what his character ends up being. And it's also a little corny for Natasha to like blast like a hole in Luthor's shirt in the shape of like the Superman insignia.
Yeah,
it's like kind of clever, but also kind of cheesy at the same time. But anyway, week 40.
So Steel and the Titans go to save Natasha because she started to look for evidence of what happened.
This suit up scene goes pretty hard.
That suit up scene, super sick, and they bust in. Really sick splash page here. What are you laughing at?
It's just we're losing steam a little bit, but let's keep going.
I think we're doing pretty good.
Yeah.
So Steel finds Luthor and like starts fighting him. Oh no, this is the splash page I was thinking of, where he's like jumping up a couple levels to go find Luthor.
Yeah, I like that one.
Super dope. And so he fights Luthor for a bit, and Natasha's there, and he's losing. He gets really fucked up by Luthor and like the Everyman.
Yeah.
But it turns out that somehow Natasha like rewired Steel's hammer, which I guess is not just a hammer, it's like a machine or something.
Mm-hmm.
And it was able to like disable Luthor's powers, which was insanely convenient.
Yeah, pretty good.
And so he was able to stop him so he can be arrested. And we cut over to Kondak, and Osiris wants to go to the Rock of Eternity because he thinks he's like cursed. He wants to like give his powers back or something. So I don't know why he needs to go to the Rock of Eternity for that. But
I think he wants to take his powers away in general because he feels like he doesn't deserve it.
Yeah.
But is he the one that's causing the rain in Kondak?
That's what they're saying, like the dying like plantation and like the rain and stuff like that. And the sickness.
Yeah.
So he thinks it's him because he like killed a hero or whatnot.
He's been pretty sad ever since.
And people found out.
Week 41. I didn't write a whole lot on this. It feels like a transition issue, but Adam Strange and Starfire had their ship blow up from this random guy named Moloch the Hunter, or at least parts of the ship blow up because they're still in it later. But Renee is getting trained to deal with grief and Nanda Parbat by the same guy that like trained the Question, I believe. And Ralph finds a mystical wheel from someone using it as a wheelchair wheel, it's a pretty good way to hide a mystical thing.
Yeah, but the dude's like actually like,
but he's actually paralyzed as well. So he also just took away this dude's wheel who needs it, which is pretty absurd.
People are like, what are you doing?
I think Wonder Woman is in Nanda Parbat. I don't know.
Is that who that is?
I think that's who it is.
So it's just a woman with long black hair that's there as well.
I think we find out later that she talks to the same mystical being that like Ralph does to like gain wisdom. I don't know, but and then Adam
Kushna or whatever.
Yeah. No, I'm surprised you remember that
because I'm a fucking G.
You probably read it and you're like, is that a place or is that a person?
Yeah, it's like up there. I wrote it down for an earlier issue.
Oh, okay. And then Adam Strange and Starfire crash land on the Green Lantern planet Mogo.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Pretty convenient.
Which is fun.
I like how it's all black for a second.
I think it's definitely Mogo, huh?
Yeah, it's like all black.
And then it's revealed to be Mogo
because I think it's on like the dark side of it.
Yeah.
You know, because the sun's right there too.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like, surprise.
Yeah. I do like this page where Renee blows out like the candle in like this cave that she's in, and then it blows out into the shape of a question mark.
Yeah.
Pretty fun.
Pretty neat.
Week 42.
Week 42. This is the Derek Robertson issue,
yes,
baby.
Dude. As soon as I saw it, I'm like, I know this guy. It's pretty good.
I thought it was Gary Frank at first.
I could see that first page definitely looks pretty Gary Frank.
Yeah. But then you just start seeing some faces. I'm like, oh, that's Derek Robertson, baby. There's this bit where Renee Montoya is like seeing like her reflection in this weird cave that has like a bunch of mirrors or whatever. Mm-hmm. And it's like her head, but like no face.
Yeah.
Which is cool.
Cool foreshadowing.
And then we go to the Tower of Fate in Massachusetts for some reason, in Salem.
Maybe he got a good deal on the real estate. I don't know.
Yeah. And Ralph Dibny and Dr. Fate are doing some weird thing where like pictures of his wife are on these floating statue heads or whatever. I think they're trying to...
Doing some sort of ritual.
Yeah. They're trying to do something. Hold on. I wrote it. They're showing like the reflection of like Dr. Fate, like the reflection that his helmet shows, which is pretty neat.
Mm-hmm.
So Ralph puts like the Dr. Fate helmet on to start this spell, but he pulls out a gun and shoots himself in the head. But what it does is it like the helmet like flies off and it's all like limp looking and hits the ground.
It looks like a cloth.
Yeah, and it turns into smoke and a man pops out.
Yeah, Dr. Faust.
Dr. Faust. Felix Faust, I think is his full name.
Yeah.
And as like the dude runs away, because he's been found out, Ralph is just like explaining how he like knew that he wasn't actually the helmet of Dr. Fate, just all these clues that he saw.
Because he's a detective.
Yeah, because he's a detective, right? And just all these things that Dr. Fate's helmet wouldn't do.
Yeah.
And to stop him, he stretchy punches him.
We finally get a little bit of stretch.
Yeah, because the flask that he's been sipping on during this whole thing has been like
Was it the soda?
The Jingold soda.
Oh, I didn't even realize that.
Yeah, and so he's always had his stretchy powers. So he's been lying to us.
I love that.
And Green Arrow. So that was neat. Love that. And fucking like Neuron shows up because I guess Felix owed Neuron like a soul.
And he was trying to get
Ralph's. For his own. Yeah. So he was trying to make Ralph give up his soul to pay his debt to Neuron. But like Neuron's like, oh no, Felix is mine or whatever. And so Ralph like has like a spell in this like room or whatever. Mm-hmm. and he makes Neuron kill him. You know, he like shoots him with his wedding ring and it just goes through him. And because he died,
they are trapped.
His spell traps them in that room forever, and it can only be like warded off by the person who casted the spell.
Yeah.
And so they're just stuck there forever.
Couple things.
Let's hear it.
Ralph gets his finger cut off and his finger is stretchy still. Is that a thing?
Yeah, because he pulls the ring off his...
But he like stretches the dismembered finger.
I imagine like the soda has to be like in his bloodstream, and I guess there's still blood in his finger or whatever.
How did they get access to the Fate Tower in the first place if this wasn't actually Dr. Fate?
It's Dr. Fate's house. Oh. It didn't look like it had like a locked door or anything.
Yeah. Also, the gun that he uses is like a wish gun, which is why when he shoots himself, it doesn't go through his head.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that fucking wish gun.
Also, he knew it was the wish gun the whole time. And the gun that he was going to shoot himself with in the first issue, he knew it was a wish gun, but he was going to wish for his wife back or something, but then he doesn't.
But I feel like if he shoots himself with the wish gun, the gun would also kill him because it's like a bullet.
I think he was trying to do like an equal trade to bring back Susan or something.
Which would be cool.
Why...
They should have just did that and then cut all this other shit out.
Yeah, I know. It would have been so much easier.
Or if he like somehow ended his like journey with that.
That would have been kind of cool.
Yeah.
But like, why the grudge on Faust and Neuron in the first place?
Just because he was like dragging him along this whole time and had him believing that like there's hope.
But like half of this journey didn't even involve the Dr. Fate helmet to begin with. So it just feels weird that this is where it ends.
True.
Or where you think it ends. I can't even remember if it actually ends there. But anyway. We're on 43.
Yep.
Osiris is still feeling guilty over the murder that he did. And so he goes to the Rock of Eternity to meet Captain Marvel. And he wants to have his powers taken away. Captain Marvel is there with Barry Marvel and Jr. And like, what do they do in that room all day? There's like nothing to do in that room.
Yeah, they just sit.
They have a weird Batcave looking thing, but it's just a throne. And so are they just like chilling, talking to each other the whole time?
Why do they have like a stone earth, like globe thing?
I don't know. Black Adam and Isis show up to talk him out of it.
Hey, real quick.
What's up?
Without looking, what are the gods of Shazam?
Solomon.
Okay.
Hercules.
Yep.
Ares.
Nope.
Achilles.
That's the second A, I guess, but I'll accept it. Yeah.
Oh, shit. Let's go. Alfred.
The god Alfred.
The god. I don't know. What's the first A?
Atlas.
Zeus.
Yep.
And then M. Mercury.
Is that a god?
That's a god.
Okay. Yeah, because it's like covered up by like Sabac's hand.
Yeah.
It's just his Merc. Like Deadpool?
The Merc with a mouth? Yeah, so Black Adam convinced him not to give his powers away and that they're more valuable to Kondak as Osiris. Animal Man is getting operated on by those two aliens that brought him back to life, I think. And he seems to be in some kind of simulation, but he believes it to be like real life. Somewhere else in space, there's a pregnant war prisoner that has an alien type scene where like an alien bursts out of her stomach. And it turns out to be Lady Styx.
Yeah, dude, she was fucking resurrected or something.
How did she get in there? Who knows? Who put her in there?
What's that thing where you come back after you die?
Resurrection?
No, like it's like you come back as like a tree or something.
Afterlife?
Reincarnation.
Osiris still feels bad and figures his punishment should be to live as his human form, but he'll still have like the Osiris powers. So Osiris turns himself back into Amon, but then Sobek just fucking eats him. And this has been his plan the whole time, I guess.
Dude.
And I didn't expect this from Sobek because he seems so nervous like all the time. And he's always talking about being hungry, which I guess is supposed to be foreshadowing, but I thought it was like a cute like little alligator trait. Like, oh my God.
I just now want a little snack.
He's like, oh, I'm so hungers all the time. But he fucking eats him in the most brutal way possible.
I'm very hungry.
And he tries to turn back into Osiris by saying Black Adam, but he can't like get to the words because he's got a big jaw on him. So it's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
That was a good reveal. I did not expect that to happen.
Yeah, that was sick. Okay, so Black Adam finds out that something happened to Osiris because the powers returned to Black Adam,
which is so funny.
Yeah, he's like, wait a minute.
He gets hit by lightning and like is not ready for it, and so he just gets like slammed to the ground, which is really funny to me.
Yeah, it's a hard life to have.
Yeah. Like that could happen at any time.
Hold on 1 second. Why does Black Adam look like handsome Squidward in this one panel?
This one?
Yeah. Show it to people.
Oh, I gotta turn on my brightness.
I'm not putting in pictures.
Here is your handsome Squidward, everybody.
Yeah. Anyway, thank you. So they go find Amon's body, which is assuming like a couple minutes later, but his body's like already decomposed.
I think he just sucked all the blood out of him or something.
There's blood all over the floor. What do you mean?
So that's why there's no blood in his body. It's all over the floor.
It's all over the floor. So Ice is pretty upset about that.
Naturally.
Then it's revealed, they find out that Sobek did it because he just fucking tells them. And it turns out that Sobek has been a part of the Intergang this whole time. And I guess he's one of the 4 horsemen?
I don't think so.
Where's the fourth one?
I guess he's the 4th horseman.
Yeah.
I think it should have been more obvious to me that Sobek was a monster man in the Intergang, because the only monster men that are in this are Intergang people. And so I just feel stupid. I never made any sort of connection to that.
Right.
Because they also found him in Savannah's or in like Savannah's mansion, right? And so crime person, alligator man, it should have just... It's just funny that I never connected it. But
and so there's a big old fight between Isis, the Egyptian goddess, not the terrorist organization, and Black Adam, and they're fighting the 4 horsemen. They, fuck up shit.
They kill Sobek.
Yeah, they kill Sobek, clearly, with like lava or something.
Well, I always think the coolest thing to do when fighting an alligator creature is to like rip their jaw wide open.
Oh, yeah.
That's always...
Black Adam did that.
That's always so satisfying.
And then Pestilence is like the one
of the gods,
the disease one or whatever, the one that looks like a parademon.
Yeah.
Isis like hurts to death with like some lava, but she dies from like all the disease that she got from.
It's pretty brutal.
Pestilence. Yeah, she's got like these like warts on her face or whatever, or blisters or whatever.
Yeah, from the disease.
And then we go over to Nanda Parbat, where, because like some rose that she gave Montoya dies, she knows that Isis died.
Yeah.
And then like the people on Nanda Parbat that are like the Question's friends, they give Renee Montoya like his hat and his jacket and shit.
She looks like Indiana Jones.
Yeah, she looks like Indiana Jones, and she just like, they just think that he should have it or whatever.
Yeah. I really like this moment when Isis dies, because the lightning hits Black Adam again, and that's how you know that she's like dead for real.
Oh yeah, he gets more strength.
Yeah.
Does he get the Egyptian?
I think he bestowed powers onto her, and so it makes sense that like when she dies, it would just kind of come back or something, or like something from him would come back. But yeah, I thought it was a cool like little detail they put in there. But yeah. 45
cover. We get the superhero seat.
Yeah, we get the hero pose on the thing. I've always been confused on like these ankle cuff things.
It's like the boots are really tall and then you just fold them down.
But that's it. Most heroes have it, it feels like.
Yeah, Deathstroke has them too.
Captain America has them sometimes.
Yeah.
And like this would look fucking stupid if it was like for real. So
definitely.
It's always so interesting that it's like a for real thing, or a common thing. All right, week 45. There's a funeral held in Kahndaq. Renee shows up and tries talking to Black Adam, but doesn't really talk him out of anything. I like that Renee got called out there too. Like she's trying to be like, I know what this feels like. I know the grief. And then Black Adam's like, I should fucking kill you. But because Isis liked you so much, I'm going to leave you and just get the fuck away.
Yeah.
There's a good like silent funeral scene as well. I really like these statues of like the 2 guys that are like doing this weird like pose and touching in the middle.
Yeah, they're always like everywhere, and they're like different sizes.
Yeah,
based on where.
I think it's a cool statue.
There's one that's just like it's over a river.
Yeah,
outside Nanda Parbat, and then there's like another one where they got married.
Yeah,
but anyway,
it's dope. So Black Adam goes straight to Bialia, where the Death Horseman ran off to. Bialia. What did I say? Bialia?
It sounded wrong.
Okay, Bialia. That's where like the Death Horseman ran off to, and so Black Adam's trying to hunt him down. And we see that the Intergang leader, Bruno Mannheim, had death sent from Oolong Epstein Island to Kahndaq, and then he retreated back to Bialia because the Intergang has like crime connections with Bialya. And but Mannheim pins the blame on Bialya, so Black Adam just starts like a whole shit show where they're like just trying to find death pretty much. And that's pretty much all that happens, really. I mean, like the Chinese Justice League, they want to like kind of get involved or whatever, but not much really happens. And then Amanda Waller at the Suicide Squad is like eating this up. She wants to attack while Black Adam's like unstable. Atom Smasher decides to go talk to Black Adam like on his own. But after a while, Black Adam finds Death. But Death has grown like a lot stronger because of Black Adam.
Because he's like committing genocide.
He's like killing a lot of people. So Death is just getting stronger. But
he looks really sick here.
He does look so cool when he's like all beefed up. And like just, I like how most of his design is like kind of like silhouette.
Yeah.
It makes it look really cool. It's very visually pretty sweet.
It looks like something that like Frank Miller would do.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you're right.
Miller Black Adam book.
But Black Adam kind of just like grabs him and then says the Shazam thing so that the lightning strikes him. And then he does it another time and strikes him again. And he like weakens Death.
Yeah.
And then the scientists are all seeing this on the news on Oolong Island and they get nervous. But Sivana's like, fuck it, come at me.
Sivana's like suicidal.
He is. But he's also like dealt with these like Marvel people before. So
yeah.
But surely they knew that this was going to be a possibility. Like if they're building weapons to try and fight Black Adam, you're gonna get some smoke.
There could be some pushback. Yeah. So week 40. Oh wait.
One of the things I forgot to say, when he first goes to the Bialyan government, he like does a backhand uppercut to the president of Bialya and like pops his head. And it's the coolest. It's like the craziest panel.
Also in silhouette.
Yeah. But yeah, really big action issue. This is the kind of thing you expect like Black Adam to eventually go to. But like I understand.
Yeah.
So 46.
46. Black Adam, he's heading to Oolong Island, and Veronica, that's the scientist's name.
Yeah, I think that's what I said. But
that is the only woman here.
I think it's the only time they say her name.
You said something else.
Okay.
Or Victoria. I think you said Victoria.
Ooh, yeah, you might be right.
Okay. So, yeah, she's freaking out the most. Like she's having this existential crisis. So the scientists are like using like everything they have on,
which is fun.
This dude. Yeah, like they have like these bug machines and stuff, and they have like big, huge mechs or whatever. Mm-hmm. They're just doing anything they can. Veronica just gets super horny, and
the most random sex scene in fiction.
Yeah, I don't even know if it happened.
It doesn't.
Okay, yeah. So she tries to shag Magnus, but he said no.
He said nah.
His no means no, Nathan. And while Veronica's got like her shirt off, she just kind of walks out of this big lab warehouse thing, mm-hmm. and
she's like, "It was them."
Yeah, she's like, "It was me." Like I guess what she did, I guess she contributed a lot.
Yeah,
but Black Adam just walks like right past her.
Yeah,
and
so nothing else happens to this character.
Yeah, so I think she just comes out unscathed for whatever reason. But once he's inside, they shoot this like black hole gun and shit, and everyone's using just all their little like short range things, and they're able to like kind of subdue him, and they put this like crown thing, a neuro crown that ultimately takes him out.
Yeah.
We cut over to
Steel,
Metropolis, and it's like Luthor getting arrested, but Clark Kent knows that he wouldn't go so easily, so it was actually Everyman who was disguised as Luthor, and he's being arrested, but Luthor was in like a lead plated door office thing waiting for him to for them to go away.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Oh, I didn't know that was today,"
He's got monitors in that room watching this happen too.
Yeah.
And he's trying to act dumb.
And then over in Bialya, the JSA are like, trying to help of what's left of that country, but
not much
until we see Atom Smasher saying that he wants to rejoin and help find Black Adam.
Very nice. Mm-hmm, Week 47. Robin waits for Bruce to get out of the cave in Nanda Parbat that I guess he's in, and we never see him go into that cave, but he's there. Is this Damien?
I think so.
I think they say like that it's his dad, so I think.
Oh, this is Giuseppe Camicoli.
Oh yeah, great issue from him. Energang realizes that the Kane that they need for the ritual is someone named Kane and is also Batwoman, and so all they need to do is narrow down anybody named Kane in Gotham that has the resources to become Batwoman. Black Adam is stuck on Epstein Island, Oolong Island, and Animal Man gets like alien powers, and he flies outside of space, and then sees how his wife is doing with like some tech that the two aliens have, and they make it seem like she's moved on to be with another man. And I like that Animal Man can like harness alien life. I always think that's like an interesting idea, and he could like fly and shit now. But
wait, what did he absorb?
He like just some like random alien
Sun
life. A Sun Eater, yeah. And so
which
he's
is
like
fucking cool.
It is a very cool idea that he can do that. But like we still never figure out who these two aliens are, why they like how does he fly outside of space? You know?
Because he got the powers of Sun Eater, dude.
And he just goes real fast, I guess. And
yeah, and because Sun Eaters could probably move fast.
And who are the two aliens?
They gotta move fast enough to get to different suns.
Who are the two aliens? Why is their tech like showing him stuff on Earth? I just don't understand it.
I don't know. Grant Morrison shit.
Yeah, it feels like it, right? It fucking feels like
fucking aliens that are not explained at all, but they fucking help a lot.
Yeah. Natasha and Steele start Steelworks to support people from the Everyman Project. So they're starting this like new organization, which is cool. Renee realizes Kate Kane is gone, and Nightwing is like, we got to go get her. And then we see Diana Prince and Nanda Parbat talking to, what was it?
The Ramnakushna.
And like gains wisdom or something. And then Bruce Wayne leaves the cave and is like, I'm pretty good now. Let's go.
Yeah, and in his Sunday best. Looks like he's going to church later.
Looks like he's going to church and then going to watch football and drink
Easter,
beer.
Yeah. He's going to barbecue at his uncle's house or something.
So a lot of setup this issue, but
yeah.
And also Renee's really bad at her job, I feel like. She goes to Kate Kane's thing, but Intergang is already there, and they already like took her, and she was just like too little too late, you know?
She was in the lost city of Nanda Parbat, and it's hard to get out.
Probably, I'm sure
the commute's crazy,
but your dumbass put yourself there. So yeah. I'm a Renee hater at this point.
Yeah. All right. So we got, what issue is this?
48. Another Derek Robertson.
Almost there. Derek Robertson, baby. Montoya Nightwing looking for Batwoman. They're fighting the Animal Men and whatnot, but one of the wolf guy like betrays the others because, you know, he doesn't like Mannheim because he's a dick. There's like these machines that shoot like a beam into the sky, but like the beams are like digging down into the earth. And so they have to do like this Arkham mission to shut down all these different beams so that they can save wherever the fuck they are. Mm-hmm. Gotham, I guess. So, you know, Montoya, she puts on the question mask, you know, which is cool.
She does look pretty cool.
Looks pretty neat. Yeah, just with the hair, it looks real neat.
I like her blue jacket. I think that works better.
That's a good touch, yeah. And, you know, they're about to sacrifice Kate Kane, Mannheim, and then that, like, witch lady.
Pause. They know she goes after this dog man, and if a dog man creature dies, is it a bad book?
No, because it's not like a real dog.
Okay, that's what I thought too. I just had to clarify with you.
She's got like a staff or something. Like it's not like a weapon. She just probably just knocks him out.
He looks pretty fucking dead the next panel, so I don't know. He could be knocked out.
There's blood and his tongue's out or whatever, but who knows?
Anyway,
I didn't think about that. So Montoya's ambushed by more Animal Men and whatnot, but she's not able to get to Batwoman before Mannheim stabs Catwoman in the chest. Mm-hmm. But she fights Mannheim for a bit and gets cornered, but Batwoman takes out the knife in her chest and throws it in Mannheim's back to kill him.
What a great way to like take him out.
That's pretty fucking thug.
Yeah.
And so Montoya's got to like save her.
What's cool because Batwoman also recognizes that she takes out the knife. It's putting herself in a worse situation.
Yeah,
to like live.
That makes it worse.
Yeah, because you're bleeding
supposed
out
to leave
more.
it in.
Yeah,
which is insane to me.
Yeah,
if it goes in one way, pulling it out seems like it wouldn't do more damage.
Yeah, exactly.
But I guess it just stops a lot of blood and whatnot. And then, the egg dude, whatever his name is, Cheng Su, he's like streaming. He's broadcasting to the world that they have Black Adam under their custody and just kind of showing off that they have him subdued or whatever. And they are trying to like bid.
They're trying to like auction
him off. And that is 48, Nathan.
Yep. 49. The JSA.
Cool cover.
Yeah.
It's like Magnus, and he's got bullets, and they're the different middlemen.
You
should read a middleman book, dude. I'm down now.
I'm kind of down now too, because the middlemen also show up in World's Finest, and it's like a really fun story. So I like it. The JSA go to Oolong Island, but they're stopped by the Chinese Great 10 supergroup, and they like threaten war if they like go onto like their jurisdiction or whatever.
Yeah. Because I think they represent America because they're called the Justice Society of America.
Which is fair.
Yeah.
But they're claiming that they don't.
And like, nah.
Will Magnus reveals that he's been building his metalmen.
They're like, Justice League was taken.
Yeah. Will Magnus reveals he's been building his metalmen, and he has them all attack Cheng Tsu, but they're like small versions of the metalmen. He then helps Professor Morrow teleport off into space. I'm confused of all the powers of the metalmen because it seems like some of them can be stretchy and some of them just don't.
They seem like they're restricted to what metal can do.
Yeah.
I figured they were just all strong and punchy.
Yeah, that's probably the best way to think about it. Will Magnus shuts down like the shield that's around Oolong Island, and then he also kills Cheng Tsu. Atom Smasher finds Black Adam and frees him, and then Black Adam immediately leaves, saying that he's looking to start a war to avenge his family. And then also the actual good guys of the Everyman Project still want to be heroes. But it seems obvious that Black Adam would have done that, and so I feel like Atom Smasher is kind of dumb for doing this at all.
No, I think he thought he could talk him out of it.
Yeah. Also, Atom Smasher looks pretty Bane in this issue. Like he's got like all the crazy like veins and shit popping out of him. Looks cool.
And he's a little wider than
he looks more muscly than he normally is.
Yeah, he's normally just kind of like a
bigger man.
Still bodybuilder looking, but not like unreal.
Yeah.
That's 49.
That's 49.
50. Black Adam fights everyone.
Fucking everybody.
Yeah, he goes insane. He's fighting like the Shazamly. And it gets so bad that the China 10?
Super 10?
Super 10?
Big 10?
Whatever.
Hold on, Great 10.
The Great 10, sorry. That's how, I'm not racist.
We were close. we were close.
But anyway, it gets so bad that the Great 10 allows the JSA in order to like help.
That's, yep. Some of these Great 10 superhero names are so long.
Yeah.
They're like Socialist Red Guardsman. Or like August General in Iron.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
Shazam tries to like get the Egyptian gods to take Black Adam's powers away, but they're like, nah.
It's a good attempt. I love this big group shot as well.
Yeah, there's a lot of great pages in this.
Yeah.
Who did the art in this one?
I think it was...
Because it's like a little funky.
I think they reveal it at the end, actually. Oh, no, it's right there.
Justiniano.
I don't think we see him at all at this. It's only this issue, I think.
Yeah, I'm not even looking at the pages anymore. I'm just reading my notes.
Yep.
Steel was going to fire like a rocket at Black Adam that would have like eaten his molecules or something like that. But Booster like takes it. He's like, I need this more. And it's not going to work.
He just leaves?
Yeah. He just says it's not going to work anyway. Because I guess he's seen the future.
Yeah.
Even though the artwork is like a little different, it kind of starts to grow on me.
Yeah.
You know?
So there's a part where like you said that Shazam tries to ask like the Egyptian gods to take his things away.
Yeah.
But when it doesn't work, he like gets shot back into the Rock of Eternity. And like, is that how he just like exits any like room where he's talking to other gods? Does he just get like catapulted back into like the Rock of Eternity?
Maybe that's how he gets to the gods too.
Because it's really funny because he pops in and he just gets like thrown. And so I think it's just a funny mode of transportation.
Yeah. So in Infinity Inc. shows up to help out, and then they see Black Adam going ham, and they're like, fuck that.
Ooh,
and
maybe not.
And they pussy out.
Yeah. But Wildcat's there, and he's like, these fucking kids.
Yeah. And so the JSA, they like, they grab Black Adam and take him into the sky, and then Shazam like can, get the lightning and redirect it to hit Black Adam, so he turns into like a normal guy. And Shazam like changed the password for Black Adam.
Yeah.
And so he just like fell. And so,
but he somehow escaped as well.
Yeah, so he got out of there. So he lived. But yeah, Shazam changed his password, and he'll never tell like another living human
what it
soul, like what it is.
What do you think?
And he said it's a word that he'll never guess.
It's probably like thank you or something.
It's probably like cornucopia.
Yeah.
Something like super fucking random.
It's just like Thanksgiving one day, and he's like,
what's this bitch called? Like, no one ever knows what this is called.
Yeah.
And then Professor Morrow was like bidding on eBay for like Red Tornado's head, and he got it, and he like uploads what Red Tornado's like memories and whatnot to see what he saw. And then Rip Hunter and Booster Gold show up right behind him.
Yeah.
So, and we find out what that is later.
51. Penultimate issue. It feels like that one's kind of like the biggest.
Yeah, that's like the finale. And then these are like wrap-up issues. This is like a wrap-up issue.
This is like the finale we were expecting. And then there's like a second finale kind of just wrapping up everything else. But
yeah.
But week 51, Buddy makes his return back to his wife, Ellie, and his kids.
They made Ellie like super thick in this.
She
with like this tight dress and shit.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I'm like,
he's like, I'm back, baby.
I would travel universes to get back too.
I get it now. There's a memorial of the heroes that died stopping Black Adam, and we see the new Wonder Woman, Donna Troy, who's like, oh yeah, so Donna Troy is now Wonder Woman. Bruce is there with Clark, and Diana Prince is now an agent for the Department of Metahuman Affairs. So like they're all three there, but they're just there like low key, and like no one really knows who they are.
Who is?
The Trinity.
Oh, yeah.
And goddamn it, Joe Bennett makes this like these pages look so cool, like with all the heroes just kind of like there with everybody.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like too crammed. It seemed like a very natural gathering.
Yeah.
Put some booties on people.
Also, that was like a weird fake out with Animal Man's wife, right? Like they made it seem like she moved on, but it was really just like a weird fake out thing. I don't know.
Yeah, it was fine or whatever. I'm glad it wasn't true. Yeah.
Adam Strange was returned to Rann by Green Lanterns after he like crash landed on Mogo, and he was given some cybernetic eyes. So that's nice. He's also reunited with his wife, and then Lobo uses that eyeball that he was carrying from whoever that guy was to kill the dolphin god or whatever that he was servicing in the first place.
Ekron, dude.
Ekron. Thank you. You don't say Ekron, dude, like you weren't just thinking about it for like 10 seconds.
The Emerald Eye of Ekron?
You don't know that shit? Fuck you. So he kills the dolphin god, which is just a weird storyline. The
dolphin god wanted it because it's the only thing that could kill him. He's
and
like, oh, really?
He's like, really? I can't kill you. So, and then Starfire comes to Earth to return Buddy's jacket, like Animal Man jacket, but then she just collapses, and we never figure out what happens to her after that. But
yeah, he's like,
how did she know Buddy was alive?
She didn't. She still had to return the jacket.
Oh,
and
so that was like a surprise. Give it to Ellie. Okay, I got you.
Yeah, someone was like, "Did someone order a stripper?"
That's so mean. Skeets finds Dr. Morrow, who has Red Tornado, and it's a trap for Rip Hunter and Booster Gold. But then Skeets reveals that after 52 weeks of gestation, which is a gross word, he reveals himself. He reveals himself as Mr. Mind inside of Skeets the whole time, and he plans on eating the universe. And so Booster Gold and Rip Hunter go back in time to when it all started.
And Mr. Mind's like the grossest fucking thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, he's more gross than he normally is.
He's like this caterpillar with like spider legs and like bat wings.
Yeah.
And
like, who makes this?
It's disgusting.
Joe Bennett. What is wrong with you?
Yeah, it's a Joe Bennett drawing, like, if I've ever seen one.
Like a couple issues ago, I'm like, wasn't Mr. Mind supposed to be a thing? And then he pops out of here and I'm like, this is cool.
Ah, fuck. I got the last issue, huh?
Yeah, you do. I am so glad I didn't get this last issue.
Yeah.
But I like how it starts with week 0, day 0.
That's my notes, Nathan.
Okay, sorry. So you
better,
say it.
Better back off.
You say it, and I'll react.
All right. It's week 0, 10, day 0.
Start again.
So we go back in time, Nathan, to the start of this book,
which is
in week 0, day 0.
Whoa.
Yeah. So they're in like they're outside of time, and they see like the multiverse. I think they're witnessing the birth of the multiverse.
But I think at this point they're like duplicates of the same Earth.
Yeah, there's 52 Earths.
Yeah.
And what was in Red Tornado's head was like a map of all of them. Mm-hmm. That's why he kept yelling 52, I guess. And for some reason, when they're in this like ether or whatever, there's Mr. Mind, and he's real big. He's much bigger than they are.
Yeah.
Because he was much smaller earlier because he could fit inside Skeets.
Yeah.
I forgot that he ate the Phantom Zone, like Skeets did, but also it was Mr. Mind who did it.
I think it was mainly Mr. Mind that did it.
Yeah. I don't know, they almost get blasted by like the Phantom Zone, and they're saved by
Supernova
Daniel Carter,
who is Supernova now.
Yeah, so he's now Supernova. It was Booster, but now it's his ancestor.
Yeah.
So Daniel Carter, that's a cool, Daniel character.
Yeah, you do have one more to your roster.
Yeah,
kind of.
So Skeets is like gone at this point. I just kind of wrote that down because I think that's important.
Yeah. He's like broken in half.
Yeah, they have to like jump to different universes to like get away from him, but also like Mr. Mind is destroying a bunch of stuff as they're doing that.
Mm-hmm.
And so they have to jump before he destroys shit like too much. And
so they
jump to all kinds of universes. One of them is like a Nazi universe, which I thought was fun.
But Uncle Sam is there, Daniel.
Uncle Sam?
Yeah.
Wait, where?
In the Nazi one. Earth 10.
Oh, yeah. He's fighting
Nazi
Superman.
The Nazi Superman. I don't think that's a very fair fight, but we'll see.
There's a Nazi Green Lantern, too.
Yeah, I did see that.
With the swastika inside the lantern.
Yeah.
Dude, you should get like a shirt of all the lanterns, and this is one of them,
all versions of lanterns I can find.
Yeah, there's even like Earth 4, like the Watchmen universe with like Charleston characters. I think it's Charleston.
There's a really cheesy line in here before they start jumping universes where Daniel Carter is like, "Why? I thought you told me that the universe isn't at stake." And then Rip Hunter's like, "Yeah, the entire universe isn't at stake. It's the entire multiverse is."
Boom.
And it's like, it seems like that would have been included in, like, his universe would have been included in that. But
yeah.
Anyway, keep going.
Rip Hunter has this like Exo Manowar suit, which is pretty cool.
I think it looks dumb.
And what do you mean?
Like,
it's cool.
When has he ever like needed that?
It's for when he's traveling through multiverses, I guess.
He has one big antenna in the back of it. Like, what is that?
I think that's something else. Is that on his helmet?
That's on his helmet.
Yeah, dude. It's how he connects his shit.
Don't blindly back it.
It's how he connects to his router. You're just trying to distract me to get the over.
Okay, yeah.
So Booster like goes back in time for some reason, and he visits like Ted Kord before like he even knows Booster. I think
he had to like get something from him. I think.
Yeah, he had to get something. I think maybe it was just
he gives Skeets to him.
Maybe gets a new Skeets. I can't remember.
Yeah.
So Rip Hunter like shoots Dr. Sivana, and
that stops something.
Yeah, he takes something called Suspendium.
Oh yeah,
which is like some element that he needs in order to stop Mr. Mind.
Mm-hmm.
They have to use Skeets to trap Mr. Mind and be like a bomb.
Yeah.
So they take Skeets and they throw him like a football. Supernova goes deep.
It's funny because Daniel Carter was like a football player as well.
Oh, yeah. Huh?
It was just so weird to have this really nice, bittersweet moment with Skeets being like, "I'm so proud of you, Booster," or whatever. And then they throw him like a football. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on here?
Yeah. And so he throws him through like a portal thing that like goes through time and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
and so he sends him through to week 1, day 1, and Supernova like spikes him, which is funny because when you spike a football in a game, it like stops the clock. So it stops time, Nathan.
Whoa. This is the dumbest.
I love it. And so he turns back into like a caterpillar. And
Mr. Mind does, yeah.
Mr. Mind does. And Dr. Sivana like finds him and then puts him in like a tube, so he doesn't like leave him and to turn into that thing.
Yeah.
So he traps him, and then I guess Rip copied Skeets or something. But then also Dr. Magnus also copied Skeets. And so that he's able to just like fix him like pretty easily.
They make like a new Skeets body, but gives them the memories of everything that happened, but up until like a year before.
Yeah. So
before Mr. Mind inhabits him, I think.
Skeets 52 didn't happen.
Yeah. And so he has to leave Booster Gold to fucking retell all this.
And there's all kinds of like wrap up where everyone is at this point, but it's all kind of pointless.
Yeah. Like Ralph Dibny's with his wife, but in the afterlife, I think.
Yeah, something like that. And I think a lot of the artists on this book like had a page or two.
Yeah.
Like we see like Derek Robertson again.
Yeah, that's cool.
So yeah, Magnus fixes Skeets. Seems pretty easy to do that. And Kate Kane is going to live, and she scrapes off like the question mark that the question put on the bat signal and puts the bat back on there.
Which is nice.
The little decal or whatever that they use.
It's nice that they replace it.
It doesn't seem good enough.
Mm-hmm.
And then she just shines like the Batwoman logo on Kate Kane's apartment. Kind of like how that whole story started.
Yeah. And that's pretty much it.
Yep.
Did we miss anything?
Nope. Back matter matters. Let's get into what little back matter there is.
I mean, all the back matter is like in between matter. So there's like some cool stuff in there.
So technically there's kind of like 1 or 2 for each one. So it's kind of like 100-page back matter.
Yeah, pretty much.
If you think about it. So that might win our award for most back matter.
At the beginning
biggest back matter.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we got these sketches for the trade collections.
Yeah, they traded. I think they did it 4 trades in total, which makes sense.
Yeah.
So it would have been like 12,
13.
Good math. And that's pretty much it.
Oh, we didn't even say like, oh, we're halfway done here, like a quarter of the way done.
No.
So,
well, I mean, people know 52. There's 52 of them.
Ooh, there's this one with like the Trinity and then like the new Trinity kind of thing for this book, at least.
Oh, I didn't get that.
Oh, the sweet Batgirl. What is that? Alex Ross? It's hard.
Probably.
Yes, it is.
Good job.
Thanks, man. And we get all these
I didn't get any of those.
by J.G. Jones.
Nice.
For like the Great 10.
Ooh. Wait, so did he create them? Or were they already a thing? They were probably already a thing.
By artist J.G. Jones.
Okay, sure.
Character design. So it seems like he designed them for this, which is neat. Comics Buyer's Guide, which I think was like a magazine at the time.
I think they used to be how they like price big comics that came out.
What'd you say?
I think Comics Buyer's Guide used to be how they like keep track of the worth of like big comics before the internet. So,
that's cool.
Yeah.
All right, Nathan. Good job.
We did it. Pretty big and a hell of a lot.
That wasn't too bad. I just feel like mentally exhausted. I need a nap, dude.
Yeah. There's a lot that happened, but pretty good. I would say.
What do you rate this book, David?
Oh fuck! Out of 52.
Then let me give you what I rate it.
Okay.
And this book was like meal prep. You know, like it takes discipline.
It does.
To read it in time, keep up with it.
I'd read it in like a week.
Sometimes it's better on different days than others, you know, but you know it's good for you.
Okay.
You know, because
yeah,
because you're learning a lot. There is good stuff in here, but it's just like you got to stick with it. You know, so sure. I give it like a month of meal prep.
Okay, I like that. Yeah, that's good. I give it I give it 52 weeks of like HelloFresh meals.
Wow. Okay. So,
and some of them are
even
good.
More meal prep.
Some of them are like really good and you're like, I love this shit. But some of them are like not really your style, but you like cook them and eat them anyway. And you're like, that's okay. And that's the best way to do it. Like you're just getting a week of those and you're like, this is pretty good, pretty not good. And then you know what you like in the like DC universe after it. So that's why I rate it.
Alrighty, Nathan.
Pretty good. And
we'll do news and poll list next week.
Yeah, because this is already too many.
Yeah. What are we going to read next week, Nathan? What are we going to read next week?
I think we're reading a Jason book.
We are. Something real short. 50 pages.
All right.
Short and sweet. It's called Left Bank Gang, which is one of my favorites from him.
Nice.
And
I'm excited.
Yeah. Thank you guys. If you happen to make it to this point,
there's no one here.
I bet the real ones are here.
Yeah.
The dingers and whatnot.
If you're here and you tweet at us and say, Mr. Mind, Daniel will Venmo you $52.
Whoa. I don't even have $52. Yeah, code word for if you actually made it through, but don't skip.
Just
we should have had a code word in like the middle.
Oh yeah, we should have.
But anyway, thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. If you're still here,
yeah.
We got everything in our Linktree. Go like, comment, subscribe, shit like that.
Tell us what we should do for episode 300.
Yeah,
and it can't be the book 300 because we already did that.
We'll need ideas.
Yeah. And thank you all for listening. Dan, we did it.
We did it.
102 times. All right, bye.
All right, bye.